If you don't know, now you know.
Nigga!
Oh, my God.
What happened in here yesterday, goddammit?
Well, that's why we did a little Biggie Smalls today to keep everyone honest. Oh, there's Tony Robbins right off the bat. Biggie Smalls 20 years ago today. We lost We lost the man, the legend. So
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Yeah.
There we go. How you guys doing?
Yeah, Tony Robbins. My God, buddy.
We can do this.
There you go.
How we do it?
Looking like
now.
new money. Look at
Exactly.
it. Let me hold something, Tony. You know you got money on you.
He doesn't have, he just has money now.
Jesus.
New, old, and all around. I got one.
You just look rich.
I got one, man.
You look rich. God damn it, you look rich.
I always thought the size of his head was over-exaggerated.
More casual, but I just
really
got back
thought,
from Wall Street, brothers.
I want to vote for you. Can I vote for you at some point?
Damn.
Oh, my God. Everyone's talking at the same time.
I never knew his head was this big. I heard it was all, look at my right. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that right there.
Look at that hand.
Luckily, my cock is bigger.
In your dreams, baby. In your dreams.
He's proportionate.
Ask your ex-wife.
Wow.
I'll put my size 16 shoe where it belongs for you, brother.
All right, listen, I got to control the volumes here. We just started the show, so it's a weird time to come in, but I love it. Tony Robbins in studio.
Looking good, man.
He's proportionate, though. He's got the huge hands, the big head,
yes,
the big...
Exactly.
You got a long torso?
A large man with a large reach.
He's a very large man.
He's a big man.
And you got a book called Unshakable.
Yes.
Okay.
We got a lot going on here, though. We got a guy in the corner that his whole life changed because of you. I think, how many years ago, Carl?
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
With,
Wow.
one weekend that drastically changed my life.
Did you go to seminar?
I did. I was at your seminar.
Wow.
In New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
And
Wait, tell your story really fast.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why did it change your life 20 years ago?
Well, I'll tell you, I
You shot Biggie.
was working working a job I wasn't crazy about, living check to check, and just really scared about the outlook of life. And halfway through the weekend, I'm like, wow, these are the answers to everything I've really been questioning my whole life.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So
What kind of job were you doing that you didn't like?
I was in a union doing construction. I worked at a oil refinery not far from here, and it was a little depressing to say the least.
Right.
And what'd you change?
What did I change? I set a higher standard for myself,
Yeah, that makes
and got a mentor. And
cool.
I latched onto a guy with about 800 apartments. That
Jewish fella.
Oh, Mr. Waldstein.
I'm back, baby.
True. I'm sure that's true.
Tony, I don't even know.
And he mentored you into building of investing?
did.
or-
We're still the best of friends today.
Beautiful.
Right.
I started with an 8 family, and a few years later I got another one and another one and another one, and now I have 32. And
Property management. Right?
yeah, I'm a landlord.
There you go. It's all right.
And it
It's
went into
amazing.
other things. I sell a lot of real estate. I do renovations when the times are a little
Yes.
bit slower. But I'm in it. I love it. I created a life that I could have only dreamed of before that weekend.
Wow.
Well, you should come back. I'm doing one here. I'm doing one in July here for 12,000 people over the Prudential Center in New Jersey. So if you want to come as my guest, you're welcome to come back.
Thank you.
It's a lot
Thank you.
bigger than when you were there. We got 10, 12,000
Yeah,
people. When
I've
you were there,
been-
it was like 1,000 people probably, right?
There's probably 2,000 that time.
yeah.
When I got married, I brought my wife,
that's
and I probably have 20, 25 people that are close to me that have been to your seminars,
Wow.
and it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody listening, it works.
That's really cool.
Tony,
Nice to meet you, man.
Pleasure.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Tony, I don't even know him. We just met him through Carl.
Yeah, it's my
I
buddy.
don't even know your name. What's your name, sir?
Jeff Bauer.
Jeff. And are you like a millionaire now off this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me hold something.
Tony, you hear that?
No hesitation.
He went right for it. Millionaire.
And you seem happy. Even more than the money, you seem like you happy and you got some, life in you.
I am. I live in a huge house. I went from,
You went from over in Elizabeth.
I went from, God, I don't even know how to explain it, but the country clubs, that really anything I want, I can do. You know?
How beautiful for you and your
Skin
family.
trade.
Yeah.
Tony just turned his back on you. He's done with you. He got books to sell.
I got new people to make millionaires.
Buy the book.
Buy the book.
He's
Oh,
listening.
you're not a billionaire? Forget it.
Not yet.
You wasted Mr. Roberts' time.
Tony's had it with you. He wants to sell some books now.
Let's do it.
No, Carl told me that he would get emotional just meeting you today. That's the effect you have on
That's
people.
amazing.
This close.
I love that.
Tears are right there.
And then we had to make a joke and get you laughing. He was close to crying right in front of everybody there, Sherrod.
That's because
Cry for us. Yeah, cry. Cry, millionaire, cry.
The last time Tony was in here, it was over your documentary, which I want to say again was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Do you have any updates on any of those people in the
Yeah, I
documentary?
do actually. Yeah, I see them all. I just got, in fact, 2 days ago, I got a picture. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, it's called Tony Robbins, I'm Not Your Guru, and you saw it. So remember the scene with the guy Lance, who was very feminine, and his wife didn't know what the hell to do with him, and they didn't know if they were going to, never want to have a kid.
Right.
They made the decision there to have the kid. Well, they had the kid 10 months later, literally a month later, and they just sent me a picture of them with their child and everything else is beautiful. The woman who, if you remember, was in that incredibly difficult, insane cult, it's called Children of God.
Yes.
Where they teach children they have to have sex with the elders. In the group. Her sister committed suicide. She went in. If you saw her today, she looks like a different person, but more beautiful. I brought her to a seminar and she shared her experience, and she's doing so well, and she got another person out of the cult. So it's been really beautiful. Part of my deal with those guys that made the documentary, I said, you can do anything you want. It's your documentary, but you have to wait 1 year because I want you to follow up, because people see these miraculous changes and they go, yeah, but will it last? And I know it does because I've done it for 40 years. But they waited a year so they could show you where they were a year later. So now it's been 2 years later, and it's pretty phenomenal.
And she's doing great.
She's doing awesome.
That was
Really
a
awesome.
tearjerker when she told her story. My God.
What, the cult? The cult?
Yeah,
the cult lady.
Yeah, it was rough.
They teach the children
To have sex
It's
with the
awful.
elders.
It
Yes.
is God
I
awful.
just got back 2 weekends ago. I can't say where because I can't put somebody in danger, but there's a group called the Underground Railroad. And they're
Russia.
Sounds familiar.
No, not Russia. Former
Harriet? Was Harriet involved?
Yeah, we're in March now. It's not Black History Month. You don't have to do this if you don't want to.
Why do you look right at me, Tony, when you brought it up?
Oh, you look like one of the perpetrators that I dealt with.
Bye-bye, Sherrod. Sherrod got locked up.
I'm robbing people with just seminar.
Actually, it's an amazing group. They're former CIA, FBI, and SEAL Team 6 guys that are going in and they get girls and boys out of slavery. There's more slavery today in the world than any time in history. So I've been supporting this group, and I went down undercover with them to this third world country. I mean, I had a big scar on my face and professional makeup from a movie makeup person. And we went over a period of 3 days, and we brought out 36 kids that were girls, 9 to 13, chained to beds and having to have sex
Where
their entire
was
lives.
this? In America?
You can't
No.
say?
No, not in America.
You can't say?
I can't say where it was. But
Come
we
on,
also
say. Just say.
cost 13. Well, if I say, then it'll endanger some other people that
okay,
don't know.
all right.
Have a heart.
Oh,
please.
yes. I knew he would have a good answer.
But we freed 13. I mean, we freed 36, but then we caught 13 and 2 of the biggest perpetrators in that country. It's the biggest bust in the history of that country.
Wow.
So it's just crazy the world we live in, But if you have the skill and if you have the caring, you can do just about anything because there's so many smart people out there. And these guys, you really see the best of what the CIA can do when you watch an operation like this. It'd blow your mind.
Let me ask you a question about those people that do that type of work. Are they affected? I mean, they obviously are doing good because they see results, but they also see probably hundreds of other girls that they can't save, unfortunately.
I just tell my own experience. It was the worst thing I've ever done and the best thing, the ugliest and the most beautiful.
Wow.
Dealing with these guys, because I've dealt with them directly, and it was me. I had to do everything not to bash their faces in, but then I'd be in jail and not them, right? So I practiced in my head. I was going to deal with it. But you talk to these guys, and they're just, once you've done it, you keep doing it because it's just also the most rewarding thing to watch these girls be freed, crying, laughing. I mean, the change in them. I mean, it's just, it's inhuman. And it happens to the boys too. There are just girls in this group, but boys too. It's wild. So, those are some of the passions. So Unshakable, by the way.
Sure.
Just so you know, I'm donating, just like I did my last book, 100% of the profits. I got a $5 million advance. I donated all, and I fed 50 million people, and then I added a check to it. So 2 years in a row, I've fed 100 million people each. We're going to field 100 million with this. So if you get this book, you'll change your life, but you'll also feed 50 people.
It's just like Carl bringing 4 Cuban sandwiches for us for the radio show.
Jesus, much grander scale.
I'll buy. Listen, I've been collecting watches. Listen, I've been collecting watches my whole life.
Yes.
Right? That's what I'm going to do. The watch that you're wearing, I have 10 Panoramas. They won't even take it out of the case for me.
Really? You know the watch he has on.
That you can put a microphone on that watch, it'll give you a success story. That's wow.
Tony, let me have your watch, man. You don't need that watch. Give me that watch. It changed my life.
I always ask myself, I go to the store and I'm like, who the fuck buys this Panerai? Tony Robbins.
Well, you know, talking money.
Actually, my wife bought it for me, believe it or not, for my birthday a few years ago.
That's a good guess.
It was the second one in the country, so she really did something special.
Wow.
A couple $100,000.
Yeah.
Wow,
He's doing well. I'll buy your book. There's certain things that trigger me. I'm like, wow, I got tased the last time I looked at that watch. I'm buying it.
So you got to have a good time. You got to have a good watch.
That's right.
Tony, we only got the book literally today, so
No problem.
I like reading the books ahead of time, and like I said, I watched your documentary before you came in here. But Unshakable, I don't know much about. I know it's about getting rich, obviously.
Well, it's really, I think you remember 5 years ago, after 2008, I just got pissed off because I saw so many people being abused, and I had a privilege, which is I've been coaching Paul Tudor Jones, one of the top 10 financial traders in the history of the world, for literally 24 years, and he hasn't lost money in 24 years. So what I've learned is mind-boggling. No one can do what he said. And so I thought if I interviewed Warren Buffett, if I interviewed Carl Icahn, if I went to the best of the best, I could find out how to help the average person not get screwed and, more importantly, succeed.
Right.
So I wrote this 700-page thing you can build biceps with, and it became number one, and I'm really proud of it. But I hate writing books. I hadn't written a book in 20 years. But I wrote this one because in the last 2 years, I've seen so much fear. I actually interviewed Fed Chief Alan Greenspan. If you remember, he was Fed Chief for 19 years, under 4 presidents, most influential man. I do this program once a year. I bring in 6 self-made billionaires, and we go 6 days and nights, and we just learn everything we can, and I bring in presidents or people like him. And so I thought, who better to interpret what the hell we're going through now with all this craziness, negative interest rates. In 5,000 years of banking, you never gave a bank money and then had them charge you. They give you money back for your money, right? And so we're having this conversation. I had 3 hours with him, like intensive. I get in people's psyche, and then 2 hours on stage. We've covered everything. I'm thinking, this guy's got the answer. So I turn to him and I go, okay, final question, most important question of the whole conversation, 5 hours in. You're back to the head of the Fed today. Tell me the first thing you do to right this ship. And everybody in the room leans in. Right?
Of course.
Wow. He leaned back in his chair for, felt like 30 seconds, probably 10, 15, and they leaned forward. He paused. He looked me in the face, and he says, I'd resign.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow. We have so much in common, me and Greenspan.
So I was like, I said, if this guy doesn't have the answer. Here's what I've done the last 2 years. I've gone in and I've figured out the pieces that can free people up from the fear. Because most people still don't act because they're afraid, especially now. Today is the 8th year birthday of the bull market.
Yeah.
2009 is when it happened. And so what I wanted to do was write a short book. You can read in 4 hours, 5 hours a weekend, whatever. But get yourself an actual playbook that will get you financially secure, independent, and free. But to do it, I had to show people how to protect themselves because the crash is coming. I'm not a reactionary person, but the longest one in history, the second longest bull market, has been 9.5 years. So sometime in the next 6, 12 months, 18 months, 24, 36, there's going to be a crash. So why not prepare for it? But more importantly, everybody at this table, a millennial who's home right now, who's got tons of debt from school, thinks they'll never get free. Our baby boomer never got started. I wrote this for them because when the crash happens, and listen to me, this is counterintuitive, but when it happens, you have the greatest opportunity in your life to leapfrog from wherever you are to real wealth.
That's true.
Because everything goes on sale. Look, when the market's growing like crazy, real estate's going crazy, stocks going crazy, what do people want for their house? What it's worth? Less or more? A ton more.
Right.
They're unreasonable. When the market crashes, what do they want for their house, their real estate,
Anything
their business?
they can take.
Exactly
Anything, right.
And that's when the wealth happens. And here's what's crazy. How old are you? Can I ask?
50.
50. Great.
63.
So,
He lies.
So this book is for everyone except you.
So
liar.
at 50, your life expectancy, I'm sure you'll surpass this, but your life expectancy is 85. So you got 35.
Yeah. Green drinks, baby.
Only Mountain Dew for me.
I'm with you, Carl.
That's your idea of a green drink. I love it. So hear this out. That means you're going to go through 7 bear markets more. So if this stresses you out, you're going to be stressed your whole life.
Right.
We actually have a correction every single year. I mean, so you understand the technical term. Correction means that from the peak, it drops 10 to 20%. And that's a gut check.
Right.
A crash is 20% or more. It can go 40, 50, 60%. But every year, remember last January, I don't remember, the market had its worst January in history. It lost $2 trillion. Everybody's panicked. And most of the wealthiest people in the world were Davos. Mm-hmm. So CNBC goes to Davos and they interview Ray Dalio, the most successful hedge fund guy in the history of the world. And he says, look, it's a correction. But if you want enough to do this, you're not panicked. He says, go pick up Tony Robbins' book. I taught him this strategy. I just couldn't believe it.
Nice. Wow.
So out of all this, what I've done now is shown people, here's the plan on how to actually make this work. So hear me out on 2 things. Why aren't people getting in? It's too late. The market's too high. They've been saying that for 8 years. There are people sitting on the sideline. It's up 250%. When Trump was elected, people say, I'm going to cash. It's up 14%. 2.5 months. You're missing wealth, man. You're
a
not
lot
doing
of
it.
wealth.
It's on fire since he got into office.
But here's what's going to happen. It's going to correct, but you don't lose unless you sell. Here's what you got to do, and this is what we teach. I just spoke at J.P. Morgan's Alternative Investment Conference. There's 400 people there. You have to be a billionaire and prove it to get in the room. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was going to go, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah, I understand. That's what they told me.
I got jammed up.
We got you covered. We got you covered.
My Uber app was messed up.
Jammed up.
Can I ask
My Uber didn't
jammed
show.
up.
My Uber jammed up.
I got to stop you for a second. How do you prove to that room you're a billionaire? What do you need to bring in?
Well, they're clients of J.P. Morgan, so they know their net worth.
What do they like? They bring out a little Chinese baby out of their bag and they put him back in there.
Here's the question. If Trump was there, would they let him in?
Good question.
You know he ain't no billionaire.
You think he's a billionaire, Mr. Robbins?
Yeah, he's a billionaire. I know him pretty well, and I know Mrs. Clinton pretty well, and Mr. Clinton pretty well. But let me just say, they did a study, a 20-year study, and here's what they found. Like all of us, if you're not in the market, you hear all this stuff, man, I don't want to go in there, it could drop, and we're high, what's going on? They found a study that said if you were out of the market on the 10 best trading days in 20 years, just like you're out thinking, I'm going to save my money or it's too high or whatever, and you're wrong, which you will be, everybody's wrong, those 10 days take your return from 8% a year, which means you double your money every 9 years. That's how you get rich. It drops it to 4.5%. If you miss the top 20 days in 20 years, 1 day a year you're not in the market and it's the best days,
Right.
you got a 2% return. You might as well have been bonds. If you miss the top 30 days in 20 years,
Holy shit.
because you're out of it, you got nothing, even though you're in the market all the rest of the time.
Shit.
So the biggest risk you have is not being in. Now, you don't want to just do the market. I teach you how to diversify, but there's one more note. You might say, but Tony, what if I get in the market tomorrow and today's the peak and or tomorrow's the peak and it crashes the next day?
Sure.
So Schwab did a beautiful study over 20 years, and here's what they found. They said, let's make some assumptions, see what happens. Let's say one guy or lady is somehow lucky as hell, and they get in on the crash, like March 2009, and it only goes straight up.
Right.
Somebody else is unlucky. They get in on the worst possible day, the peak of the market, and it crashes the next day. Third person does something called dollar cost averaging. It just means they invest the same amount of money every month no matter what the price of the stock is. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low, so it averages out.
Yeah.
Fourth person goes, screw this, man, it's too scary shit. I can't take a chance of a loss. I'm going all cash. Where are they 20 years from now? Well, the guy with cash is broke. Because inflation is eating him alive.
Right.
The person who had the best timing does have the most money, but here's the kicker. The person with the worst timing after 20 years only has $14,000 less in money. That's how powerful it is.
Wow.
You must get in the market. You must stay in the market. Jack Bogle runs Vanguard, $3 trillion company. He's been in the business 65 years. He said, Tony, here's what you do. You get in the market and you stay there and you do nothing. That's really what you do, because over the last 2.5 centuries, every crash is followed by a bull. Every single time. All you got to do is stay and wait. In the crash, average ones a year, it might be 2 or 3. But what happens right after that makes up for what you could have earned in 10 or 15 years.
That's amazing.
Right.
Yeah. So you got to educate yourself.
And also,
It's Finance 101, though, basically. It really is.
Well, unfortunately, it's not.
But no,
show
but
me
everybody
Finance
doesn't-
101 where they tell you that.
I learned this in college and never used my degree. This is everything I was ever taught, and then I didn't do any of it. But
Yes.
this is what I was taught. These are tenets that are basically pretty much financial business tenets, but people don't listen or pay attention.
Yeah, very few people know what
Right.
the real ratio is of the markets.
Correct.
They don't know that. They may know a market's its return.
Yes.
But they don't know that it happens every year. It's like winter. Well, you wouldn't be surprised by winter. Some are long, some are short, some are hard, some are cold. It's there.
But it's scary to get into it's also scary to get into the market after a crash, obviously.
But that's when you make the most money.
No, I understand, but the fear
Mentally,
that's why it
grabs all of us and goes, no, I'm staying away until it looks a little healthier.
Yeah.
But you want to get in when it's bloody.
That's when it's great. And I asked Jack Bogle, I said, what do you do when there's a big crash? Like, he's been around 65 years in the market, 85-year-old guy. And he says, Tony, the big ones, like 50, 60% drop, I pull out all my books and reread those bastards. He said, so I stay on course. Right. So if you stay on course, you're going to get
So your logic is slow and steady, right?
Yeah. Right. It's the tortoise versus the hare, man.
See, that's what I was told.
And look at the people you know that have made more money than God that are broke. The greatest athletes, actors. 50 Cent, right, man? A good man. Yeah. He made $100 million on vitamin water on a tip. The guy was so lucky.
Right.
Totally bankrupt. He bought Tyson's house, 25,000 square feet. I worked Tyson. Tyson made $500 million, $500 million, and went bankrupt.
Right.
That's what happens when you meet Robin Givens.
You got to stay away from Robin.
But if you look at Pirates of the Caribbean, what's his name? Pirates of the Caribbean.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
I don't know if it's true, but the reporting is going to go bankrupt from his divorce. The guy, how do you go bankrupt when you made $750 million? I'll tell you how. He spends $30,000 a month on wine. He's having a good time.
Wow.
He spent $3 million to take Hunter Thompson, burn his body, and blow it out of a cannon for $3 million. I don't give a shit how much money you have. You can blow it all. Yeah. What you need instead is make money your slave and make money while you sleep. And a tiny amount of money will grow into a big amount of money if you give it the time to do it. That's really what this is about.
The Tyson book was unbelievable because there was a time he would go into a supermarket. He couldn't pay for his groceries anymore.
I know.
Did you read that book?
No, I didn't read the book. I heard the story.
Amazing.
That's
true
from
story.
a documentary about it.
Yeah, and then all the athletes, like you said, that 30 for 30 broke is just an eye
Billy
opener.
Corbin, that's Billy Corbin, the
eye
director.
opener. Yeah.
Your buddy.
Yeah,
Well, they also spent like their careers were going to go on forever too.
That's totally true. But the main reason I bring it up is that people are in a situation where they think if I get a big hit, I'll get rich, or if I get the right stock, I buy Apple. It doesn't work that way. It's the small, steady stuff that'll blow your mind. It looks like nothing, like grass is growing, and then all of a sudden, the way geometric works, it starts ticking up these giant jumps, and it's the ratio. It's a mathematical ratio that works.
I walked home with the CEO of this company, Mel Karmazin.
Yes.
I used to walk home with him from time to time, and he goes, trust me, buy the stock. And I'm like, It was at 10 cents, I think.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to hit your face.
Are you serious?
I bought 10,000 shares. I bought 10,000 shares. Yes, I bought 10,000 shares.
It's
10 cents. And it's $4 or $5 now, something like that. But I bought 10,000 shares when it was a dime.
But I'd walk home with him, and he's like, trust me, you buy this thing. He wasn't giving me inside info or anything. He was just telling me that as a friend. I've known him for over 20 years, even though we've battled here and there. And what is it today? I mean,
you didn't do it?
Didn't touch it. And I had money too. I had some I could have bought some shares. Let's just put it that way.
Really jazzed
I was right.
It didn't make sense to me though because
it's $5.
You know why?
It looked like a penny stock that wasn't going anywhere.
It's $5.13.
It's now $5.13. Right. I remember the conversation. He said, "No, it was at 10 cents." He goes, "Trust me, buy this thing."
God.
No, my ex-wife, and one of the best pieces of advice she ever gave. She came home and went, "This fucking shit's a dime. Get on it.
Right,
get on it." I was just at the town hall. Mel had a town hall with the whole corporation.
Yeah.
And that's exactly, he basically told the whole corporation what he told you. And Victoria came home and told me, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I think I got $10,000.
Give me that book. I'm going to sign it for his wife.
So she got paid. She's okay.
Am I reading this right?
Fine.
Vic Henley's richer than Opie?
No.
Because that's what I got from
No. I made a little money on the Sirius stock. That's all you're learning from this. And it's still in my account because I'm listening to what he said.
That's so smart. That's really good.
But what I heard in there, I do have a guy that helps me out, and he's like slow and steady. He's like, it's a little more exciting and it's a little more rock and roll to take chances in the market. But he goes, this is the strategy that I follow, and I listen to him.
Well, I'll tell you the other thing you got to watch out for, though, is the fees. The fees are the hole in the boat of most Americans. Okay. Even the ones that get in the game. You got an industry. Let's take a 401k, a quick example. The 401k industry, for 30 years, they didn't have to tell you what they're charging. Imagine if we owned a business and you could say, go ahead, use our stuff, and we'll just charge you later and not tell you what it is.
Trump.
So,
That's Sherrod. Don't worry about Sherrod.
That's a genuine laugh. That is a genuine Tony Robbins laugh.
oh, shit.
Okay.
No shit.
Here we go.
No shit. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
No, the point is, these guys, 4 years ago, the Department of Labor said, this is unconscionable. You can't do this. You got to tell people up front what you're charging them. So you know how they do it now? They give you a 35 or 50-page disclosure statement with legalese this size print that if you have a PhD in finance, you still won't figure out.
You can't figure it out.
So here's what happens. Check this out. The average mutual fund charges you 3.12. You go, oh, who gives a shit? 3%, 1%. It's the difference between wealth or no wealth because those fees compound. So watch this. You got $100,000. You're 35. You put it in the market. Market averages an 8% return over 30 years. You don't put any more money in. You and a buddy do the same thing. You buy the same stocks, different people, different fees. You pay 1, he pays 3. What happens? Your buddy that paid 3 is going to go from 100 over that period to $432,000. Pretty awesome. Never adding a dime, 400% increase.
Right.
Pretty cool. But if you would have bought the same stock with a 1% fee, you have $762,000, almost twice the amount of money. The first guy's going to run out of money at 79. The other guy's going to have money at 93. So you have to know what the fees are. So
I'm calling my guy right now.
Keep the fees down because they try to
go there. I have a company now. I actually, when I found out about this, I went and brought a bunch of companies in because I own 31 companies. We do $5 billion in sales, and I got 1,200 employees. So I got a lot of moving parts. So I started with one company. I took the education company and I said, "Come show me what you can do." There's a company called America's Best 401k. It's a great name. Prove it.
Right.
So a guy comes in. He saved $5 million to my employees, and they have all the same stocks. Just cut the fees out, and it costs nothing to move. So I moved.
Wow.
Then I did it with all my companies. Then I referred all my friends' companies.
Yeah.
And then I went to him and said, "I want to be your partner, but I want to make this easier." So we created a website called showmethefees.com. And if you go there, you can put in the information about your 401k, and it'll tell you what the real cost is, but more importantly, how much that costs you when you multiply it over the years. And so then if you want to change, you can move over. Now, if you don't have your own company and you're working for the company, you can send that to the head of your company because all these companies, small businesses as well, the owner is the legal responsible person. They call it fiduciary. It's an F word. You guys remember it, fiduciary. The fiduciary guy is he's responsible now to make sure it's the best for you. So every year he's supposed to benchmark it. No one does it. No one even knows they're supposed to. It's a new law. Last year, the Department of Labor hired 1,000 more auditors, and they said 75% of the businesses they audited were out of compliance, and they charge an average of $666,000 if you're out of compliance.
Wow.
So we do a free evaluation for people, and they can put in their safe, and if they want to change, they can move around and cost them nothing.
Oh, my financial guy's in trouble. Tony Robbins is on it.
You get him.
Oh, yeah.
Show me the fees. Showmethefees.com.
Coming after you, Barry.
Yeah, Barry Goldstein.
Barry, you're in trouble. Hey,
That's crazy.
So with the market going crazy since Trump got into office, I know this is just a guess. When do you think the crash is happening, or a nice big dip?
I say 18
sooner
months.
than later.
Nobody has a clue.
I know. Fair enough. I know that.
But you got to understand that the market is not about today. They're always anticipating tomorrow. That's what those prices
Futures.
do. So they're looking at this saying, okay, this guy is good to business. He's going to turn back some of the rules on the financial businesses while the banks went up. Some of those banks are up 30% right now in 3 months. I mean, where do you get a 30% return? But if it doesn't come to fruition, he hasn't finished anything yet. If it doesn't come to fruition, that's going to blow up.
Oh, if it falls short, that's the bubble pop.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's only one. He can also do a perfect job, and we'll get a bubble pop.
Right.
We all give the president credit, but the president plays a very small role in what actually happens economically.
And they're trying to connect the dots with Russia. If they happen to do that, that could be a big problem for the market,
it could be, but look, Brexit was supposed to destroy the market, right?
That
It went
didn't
up
do
and
it.
went down. I mean, you look at the American market and you say in the last 250 years, we've had World War I, II, recessions, depressions, you name it, Brexits, and we keep moving forward. Why? Warren Buffett explained to me, he said, "Tony, it's really simple, man. We are the most productive country in the world, and we're constantly using technology to lead other people to be more productive." Second piece is we've got a growing population, partially because of immigration, which is actually important.
Right.
Yeah.
And then thirdly, inflation. And those three have caused us to constantly go forward. We may drop back for a year or two, but then we go right back forward and surpass where we were before. Maybe this will be different, but it's never been different in 2.5 centuries, right?
Never underestimate the power of the juggernaut fucking American economy's
absolutely
ability.
Goddamn right.
Betting against America is the wrong move, baby.
The minute you doubt it, you are totally
buy shit.
stupid. Yes, exactly. We make shit and we buy shit.
We buy everything.
Yeah.
But the secret is to go from being the consumer, the buyer, to the owner.
Right.
You can't own an iPhone, like I said, and not own the index of the best 500 companies. Even if you have a few dollars, they divide it up and you get a piece of all American business. You own a piece piece of their profits going forward, man. We all deserve that.
Right.
Damn it,
Speaking of Warren Buffett, did you see his documentary?
I did not see it.
Boring.
Which one? Which one?
It was boring.
Boring. HBO came out about
Did
a
they
month or
talk
two.
about his 2 women?
Yes, yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Oh, you guys know about this.
Warren know how to do it. Now.
What's going on? He's got
that
2 eyes.
life.
He's got 2 eyes.
He had
never-
he had one that was more into humanity in general and not into this whole money thing. And she went off, still loved the guy, but had to go off and do her own thing. And then told, I think, like her best friend at the time to take care of him. And then the wife, she dies in about 10, 12 years ago. And then he marries, he ends up marrying the other one.
Yeah,
Astrid.
Yes.
Her name was Astrid.
Who would have thought that Warren? Who would think that Warren was the free lover of society?
He kind of giggled about when they ask him about it. It's
Yeah.
only 2 or 3 times in the documentary does he say, "I'm not going to talk about that."
Right.
Yeah.
And then so they ask him about when the first wife moved away. He said, "I'm not going to talk about that." And then they said, "Well, what about when she hooked you up with her buddy?" He's like, "Oh, I'll be happy to talk about that." And he was really cool. And he described the entire thing about
I
how
think the first
they
wife
made it
even
work.
hurt him still.
They made it work.
I think the cool thing about the documentary and his first wife, he did learn from her.
Yeah.
At first, you thought he did not, because you fast forward and Warren Buffett gave all his money to the Gates to hand out to pretty much the world. Like how much? Like 90% of his earnings or something?
95%.
95% of his earnings he just gave to
gonna
the
do that,
Gates
Tony?
Foundation.
What?
What's that?
I don't
You
think
gonna ever
that's
do that?
real.
Give away that?
I'm giving away all of it before I'm gone.
God damn.
Yeah.
Let me get about 2%
Why do you think-
of it.
that's why I'm doing it now. It's like, well, I don't want to die and then give my money away.
Let me
That's
get
why
you
along
my-
the way I'm doing it
I'm going to get you my
strategically. so I can
business
keep-
card with all my stuff.
If you're
I
giving all
don't live far from here. I can go wherever you are. If you don't feel good, I'll be there in a couple minutes. I'll fly fucking private if you start to die.
I think he
I'll
should
land a G4 in your living room.
I think he's got to adopt all of us today, right here.
Hey, fuck the stock market. I'm the Tony market.
And then the other thing about Warren Buffett that drove me nuts, he doesn't really. I don't think he enjoys his money, and they show him going to McDonald's, and depending, you know this,
With the perfect
depending on the
change.
market,
He's living in the same house from 40 years ago, right?
Oh, his office was shitty with shitty rugs and paneling on the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Look, guys, he's in it for the game. He's not in it for the money.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
But he is literally. You're right.
He's in it for the game.
Yeah.
But
It's
the
not
McDonald's thing drove me nuts because he would look at the market. If the market's doing well, he'll splurge at McDonald's. Meaning he'll spend an extra, like, what was it, 75 cents or something?
When it's really, really bad, he spends like $1.97.
Yeah.
Then when he's
Exact
feeling
change.
fat and sassy, he spends $3.25. But you know, it's totally right. He has 3 little cups in his car,
That's ass
and
burgers,
whatever's going on that day, he picks from the $1.17
And he
to $2.
means it, too.
No,
He
he's
means
dead
it.
serious.
Right, but
dead
I know a
serious.
lot of guys like that, like in gambling and stuff. These are
Yeah.
all-in people.
Right.
These are people that they make their money by
Yeah.
going all in all the time.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't doubt himself, and that's why he always wants to have as much
Sure.
money as possible to go all in.
No,
so
he
gamblers,
lives in
big
just
gamblers.
a basic house that, like Tony said,
Right.
he's been
Yeah.
in for a long, long time, and nothing special whatsoever.
He's in
Just-
Omaha, for God's
Yeah.
sakes, where you can't blow money in Omaha.
You want
know
a
a girl.
bet? You want a bet?
Well, yeah, you can.
I know a girl, boy.
I know this girl with an eye
He's
patch there.
got
I
2
can go through a
girls. He
million.
doesn't need McDonald's.
Tony, they're saying you got to go, but I got to ask you, are you still jumping in the ice water?
Of course, every morning, man. 56 degrees, boom. And in Sun Valley, I go on the river. It's 38 degrees.
How
there.
long do you stay in? And
Oh, it's just a minute. Just enough to
and
reset
does it really
your
help
immune
you
system.
out?
It resets your entire immune system. It moves the lymph. It changes your muscles. But I also do it for another reason. I don't feel like it. So I'm not in a negotiation with myself. I train myself in business and life. When I say we do it. I don't just go, I want to do this. Maybe I won't. I'll try it next time. I don't do that squat because I train myself every day. When I make the decision, I do it immediately. No hesitancy. And so it's a pattern in me that's really valuable in business and finance and other aspects.
Well, I mean, could it cause a heart attack, though? I mean,
no.
you're healthy, but I mean, if we just decide to do this regimen and jump in really cold water, will it shock the
I'm
system
not
to a
recommending a
point?
450-pound person do this. No. Full cholesterol.
You
No.
just
I
claim
wouldn't
it.
make it.
Don't try this at home.
All right, the book is called Unshakable, Tony Robbins' latest
Excellent.
book. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to take a break, take pictures with Tony.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yes.
much for
Oh,
coming
it's great
back.
to come by, guys.
All right.
Thanks for the laugh.
We'll be right back. Stay there. He's pretty impressive when he walks in a room, huh?
Bro, his panerai costs as much as my fucking
Where
restaurant.
my homeboy lands. Sorry.
Still going. Still going.
We can keep going with
Only
that.
in L.A. But some bitches ballet, rub it on their tummy and lick it and say it's yummy. Then fuck my man.
Nice.
God damn it, Big, I miss you.
20 years ago today.
Man.
Unbelievable.
At that museum out there in
Yeah,
L.A.
Pearson's, right? The
Yeah.
auto place.
Yeah, we broadcasted from there one time.
Unbelievable.
Cool joint.
Y'all killed them.
It was you?
That was Opie.
You finally-
That's a quick 20 years.
That crazy
Fuck,
quick.
man.
You could have killed somebody. You would have been out now.
Crazy
What the hell?
quick.
They're selling that truck for $1 million right now.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's for sale now. The Suburban they shot him up in $1 million
For
with
$1 million.
with the bullet holes and everything. Henley could have got it with his serious stock money.
I could have. Yeah, I totally could have.
What?
It was $1,000.
But you bought in.
I did. I bought it.
Nice.
It cost me
Good for you,
$1,000.
Vic.
Well, 10,000 shares at a dime is $1,000. Even my broadcast has $1,000. If Mel Karmazin is telling you it's going to go to $3 or $4, then I'm buying the goddamn stock at a dime.
I was kind of like, what do you know?
Kenny
You
said
know.
it was a nickel at one point.
It got really, really low.
It was
yeah.
around a nickel, and then around 10, he's like, trust me,
Yeah.
just buy this fucking thing. But they were trying to merge the companies, and
But he knew
and I'm like,
what he was talking about.
satellites. And
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing
Yeah.
Wi-Fi now, Mel.
Come on.
Yo, Carmi, we're doing fucking Wi-Fi now. The
Carmi?
satellites, come on.
You called him Carmi?
Carmi, me and you, buddy.
You were Opie and he was Carmi.
Yeah, Opie and Carmi walking home.
Opie and Carmi walking home. It's a children's book.
Good God Almighty.
I was more concerned about not being fired that day. It was always I had to go walk with Carmi to talk over some things and explain some things.
Oh, it was that kind of
I
walk.
was going to say, so the firing thing is not a new theme around
It
here.
was on a road to
know.
perdition.
God no, I've been fired. I don't know, fuck, 4 times and probably should have been fired another 4 easily. Easily,
I want to quit now.
Oh, my God.
God, easily another 4 times.
Really?
Oh God, yeah. Tony Robbins is awesome though.
Yeah, that dude.
And
Impressive.
He had some real people outside the studio.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like an entourage? Like a whole group?
No.
He
Like
had
a thing?
It was Blackwater. It was
I didn't even
outside.
see. Really?
Oh,
Was it?
yes. Oh, yes.
The real security.
Oh, yes.
All right.
A guy that was just had his head on a swivel.
Yeah.
He was serious.
Swivel like this.
How many poison darts you think he had?
He was serious business, I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something. I know poison darts when I see them, and he had it.
Yeah, the poison dart.
Sound like a North Korean.
That motherfucker had some poison ninja darts.
Does
know
he
you
have
had
the
that-
one that just makes your whole face melt?
He's got all of them.
Really?
All of them. When I see a watch like that, I wrote down on my little notes, careful, someone has fucking poison darts here.
That watch was 200 grand.
That watch is 200 grand?
2.25, easy.
2.25 easy.
Yeah, go to Panerai.
It's only 2 in America.
Tubulant.
Yeah, he was the second one to have one in America. That's what he just said. His wife got it for him. He was the second
There's
guy
only
in America.
5 of them. He's got number 2.
There's only 5 of those watches.
The first one, I think, was given to the League of Justice. I think Superman has the first one. They did a big event there.
Meanwhile, the whole of justice.
I was believing him for a second.
No, they ain't even up. They don't even have that shit on the internet, Paul.
Wait.
No, it
Paul
ain't
doesn't
good,
even
man.
know how to look up
You
expensive
know
shit.
watches.
Yes, I'm wearing the same brand he is.
You know watches.
Mine's
and they
12
only made
grand.
5 of those?
They made 5 of them. Superman, Tony Robbins, and then 2 other guys.
So can I ask you this? If there's only 5 of those in the world and guys like Tony Robbins are willing to pay for it, why is it only 2.25? It seems
Only?
like... It seems like, look, 2.25 is
but
a lot of
yes,
money. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to say that, but it seems like if
2
there's
million
only
or something.
5,
That's the
then
market,
you could
yeah.
squeeze maybe $1 million for one of those.
That was him wearing it on the magazine?
Yeah, on the
Let me see,
magazine.
go back
Right
to
there
that.
it is right there.
Yeah, there we go.
I was staring at it the whole time. I'm like,
Yeah, I started staring
if that
too.
fucking guy behind me didn't have those darts, I would have snatched that up.
For $150,000, I would walk around with him all day long, and he'd just point at me and go, Vic, and I go, 2:30. I would just tell him what fucking time
I
it was.
bet you you'd fuck up though.
For $150,000, I would follow
guarantee
him all day long and tell him what
Vic
time
making
it was.
150 would fuck that job up. You'd fuck that job up.
I got the greatest watch in the world. It's called the Vic.
I think Vic would get real white after a while. I'm tired of doing this shit.
No, I would not. I would not.
Are you trying to tell me Phil Collins has one of these?
No, Phil Collins has a regular one. Like it's
Okay.
like $4 grand. I sat next to him.
Arnold got it?
Phil Collins was wearing
Arnold
that when he
Schwarzenegger.
yelled at me about fucking Susu Studio.
Right.
He was wearing. I was going to say something about the white Panerai, but he was already mad at me.
Just because you said and you weren't joking that
I
you
wasn't
like
joking. It was my
Sussudio.
favorite song
It's not your favorite song.
Panerai.
from him.
For favorite
That's the nice one
college
right there. That's the
song.
one? That's the one he had? No, that's not it.
Paul,
No.
you can't.
That
Look.
one's like 12.
Come on,
12 grand.
Paul. I mean, don't
Don't
get
even.
upset with me. You just don't know what expensive shit looks like, cuz you will one day.
I don't get.
Blame your president.
Bulls get mad at me like I work for Panerai. Just type in most expensive Panerai. Tony Robbins comes out in shorts on the fucking plane.
I don't get watches.
What?
That's what I said.
Love him.
Oh, you're with
That's
me.
when
right,
I made
Vic?
the joke. Yeah, that's why.
I don't
There
get
it is, right there. Right, right there.
you
That's the
go.
one. That's the
That
one.
one.
That's it.
Carl, I don't get it. No, I'm being.
He collects
I'm
them.
being
I'm
serious.
serious.
I
he
don't
said he
get
was a
it.
watch collector
Can
since
we?
he was a little kid.
Let's
Work of
listen.
art.
Oh,
I do have a. I'll tell you, I got a Rolex. My wife bought me a Rolex when we got married.
which one do you have?
I don't know, and I haven't. I've worn it like 4 times in 8 years.
He's disrespectful.
You want to sell it?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
What's the most expensive one you have?
Give it to
Carl?
me. I want it.
What's the most
He asked
expensive one?
first.
You
He
said-
got 1,900 watches.
I'll give it. No,
Yeah.
maybe I can't give it to you because it
I
has
want that
sentimental
one.
value.
How many?
I'll give you some sentimental mine. I'll give you a kid.
Child, small Cuban child.
Zoom in on that other one, man.
I'd rather
I
give it
wanna see
away
that.
to someone that will use it. It's
wanna see
it's a
that.
I would
beautiful
love
watch.
to use it. I love
need a new Rolex.
Rolexes. Please.
It's beautiful.
Let me see
I
this.
pay for my parking and everything. I'd love to take the Rolex. Thank you very much.
I don't know what you're doing.
Tron, you can have this.
I bet.
You see
Yeah,
that?
I don't know. You're like that, right?
You see that
Yeah, I
one?
don't
Yeah, I
care.
like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Panerai 243.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. I
He
don't
wouldn't
care.
even brush
240.
his teeth with this fucking thing, what he was wearing.
Oh yeah, he was wearing.
He was doing well. He's doing well. I'm very impressed.
How much is Tony worth? Can we look it up real fast?
I think 6 gazillion.
That's
I
a
think it
number.
might be.
That's a real number.
He might be $1 billion.
He's billion. Did he say both? All his
Yeah, because he was in that room with the
Anybody that
billions.
smirks at Trump got billions.
He said, "Oh, it's 30 companies."
500 million. They're saying on the internet.
How does he eat? Are you fucking kidding me?
How does he eat?
I thought he was
500
$1 billion.
He said
500.
his companies are worth $5 billion. I think he said.
If I was worth 500 million, my family would know because a bunch of white ninjas would show up and assassinate everyone that first fucking day. Fuck, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
We were.
Sorry, I can dream.
I know. You're out of your fucking mind. I love you. I love you so
What
much.
was he acting?
I
Oh,
do.
he was
I
in a
love
movie.
you so much.
Huh? He was in a movie with Adam Sandler before, wasn't he?
He's
Tony
gonna-
Robbins was in Shallow Hal
Shallow Hal
with Jack Black
That's
and
what it was,
yeah.
He taught him how to love fatties or
Or
something.
something.
in
Yeah,
that movie, right?
Gwyneth
Right,
was the big girl.
right.
Yeah, the big girl Gwyneth. By the way, yesterday we had Artie Lang and Gilbert and Robert Kelly and Mark Norman, and we're experimenting with a 360 camera. We put a quick sample.
And what
video up
happened in
there,
here?
And we're gonna put the whole show up. So we want to see what it looked like today.
Okay.
but we're gonna have
Let's see
we're still tweaking it. It's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
though.
that camera's great.
But no worries, we're gonna have the whole show up. Hopefully later today with this 360 camera.
I'm refusing to participate. You didn't let me know this. So.
I wanted it today.
No, I'm part Cherokee, and I believe you're stealing my soul.
Are you Cherokee? Really?
No.
Give him some fire water.
Maybe.
You could be, right?
My dad used to claim that his great grandmother was a Cherokee Indian, and her name was Bone. Her last name was Bill.
Yeah, it sounds like your dad's trying to get that extra
I don't
food stamp.
know. It's just weird, but I was told that. So
Yeah.
Your grandmother last name was Bone.
Cherokee Indian.
We would have had
woman named
fun
Bone.
with that. Boy. Back in junior high school,
Didn't know
nigga,
that,
we would have ran
right.
with that.
I was in college.
That guy was cool, man. Tony
found
Robbins
that
was
out.
cool. He was a cool
First
dude.
time you met him?
First time I met him. Really impressive guy.
And Shallow Hal, he looked like fucking Vladi Divac.
He's a big
He's a
guy,
large man.
Big man.
Holy shit.
Big hands, big
How
like
tall do you think he is?
17 feet tall.
6'6".
6'6", you would put him at?
6'5". Do you see his hand compared to mine? He put his hand up to
ridiculous.
mine. It was twice the size of my hand. It was like
That's crazy, right?
NBA.
You looked like one of those, like, you look like Benjamin Button in the
Yes.
beginning of the movie,
Yes.
like all old and small and shit. That's it.
I still look like that. By the way,
He had a tough upbringing.
I believe it.
Well,
And now he's making up for it. That's
It's
why
all-
he can't fucking sit down and just relax and enjoy himself.
We should ask
just
him now.
keep-
Who used to beat on him? Somebody beat on him. When he was a
Yeah,
kid.
his mom was very,
harsh.
Yeah, harsh and controlling and all that.
sucks for me because my mom hated me and I don't have 500 million.
Comes out in different
My dad
ways.
beat the fuck out of me. I didn't get a dime.
Everybody
for
hit
it,
me
right.
and I'm still a loser.
Yes, I didn't get a fucking penny for it.
You guys should be teaching seminars. What's wrong with
Cash
you?
in on the Paul Henley meetings. Is what you're telling me.
That's right. That's what he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had it rough with his
Right.
mom.
Did he have siblings and shit too? You know,
I'm
story?
trying to remember all the stories.
Shit, we should talk to him about it.
I should do motivation for Spanish people because as far as I'm successful there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, with the Spanish.
You're Spanish?
Yeah.
He's Cuban.
Cuban.
Oh, really? I didn't fucking know that.
I'm successful because, like,
I was
think
so
about
caught
it.
up in.
I know. I like
should do
tricking
motivational.
you.
I should do motivational for Cubans
You
because, like,
should.
half of I didn't drown. That's success.
I just like the fact
didn't
that I
get eaten by
tricked him.
shark.
Yeah.
Success.
Outlive Castro.
Success.
That's right. Mufongo. That's
I'm like
Puerto
Tony
Rican.
Rodriguez.
Were you born in the country?
I was born here, but I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't like my family was so hardcore Latin that
You
I
didn't
had
know
an
you were-
accent, like when I was saying like Jello instead of yellow and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know I was in America until I was like 10.
That's good.
Yeah, bro. I was
totally love
I
that.
was an ignorant little
Now-
spider monkey.
Now it all makes sense. Now, Elian Gonzalez, you were
my
Elian.
lunchbox was a banana and a coconut. I used to show up to school. I used to look at people. What is this bread thing that you all talk about?
Where were you living at first?
Yeah. Florida somewhere?
No, Passaic, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. It's not America.
Ooh, that's not America.
right.
Opie. It's never. It was a good town in 1948 for like an hour.
Right. A lot of Cubans in that area?
No, we were the only ones. All the Cubans were in Florida, but my family came to the Bronx when they came from Cuba, and then they settled in New Jersey,
Hey, what part of the Bronx? South?
South Bronx.
Yeah, okay.
So my parents came and they were like, "Wow, the South Bronx is really a giant piece of shit. Let's
they
move
moved-
to a smaller piece of shit."
right.
Not even
right.
kidding.
I
So
hear
we
you.
lived in
That's
Davidson,
why
and it
I'm
was
laughing.
6 of us living in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh.
6 of us. And then when I was a little kid, my father worked sweeping the floors at Thomas's English Muffins.
Oh,
My
he
mother-
must have
my-
came home smelling good as shit.
My mother used
bet
to
he did,
sew.
right?
I'm telling you.
He had to sweep up all that shit
Yeah.
that falls
The
off
nooks
the
and
English
crannies.
All those crooks and
No,
crannies.
the stuff on top.
Oh, that dusty.
Christ, what are they called?
It ain't sesame seed, but it's like
It's the cornmeal.
It's cornmeal.
It's
Yeah.
cornmeal.
Yeah.
What are they called? Like he's like from Narnia. What is that thing that gets on my robe? What's that thing that gets on my
You
robe?
pull out an English muffin and now you're sweeping for an hour.
Yeah, so imagine
why
my-
the fuck does it have to be like that?
I would smell his work clothes all day if I was
My
you.
father
would
was
be
the head
good.
sweeper, and then
The head sweeper?
Yeah, he was good at it.
Main
the
guy.
head.
He had the big broom.
That's what he used to tell us. I mean, the guy, he's reaching at straws here. He's trying to, he doesn't look like a piece of shit in front of his kids.
Let him have that.
Let him have it. You know, at least he was like. At least he didn't tell me he was like an astronaut. He told me the truth, but he just said he was the best at
Did
it.
he have a fancy broom?
He had the long
dude.
broom. He had
It
the
was
long
like
broom.
it was like white lightning.
Touch the broom.
Oh no, he had a special broom. It was all gold and stuff, called gold chrome.
Now, what'd your mom do? What you were saying?
And then she was a seamstress during the day.
Okay.
And then when we used to get out of school,
Are you from the 1800s?
bro, it was like that.
It's called
Time
being
traveler.
Latino.
It was like being Latin.
Traveler.
Well, it's all the jobs your people used to do 100 years ago.
Exactly. We used to have to like sew in some rich guy's name on a shirt. It was like Hughes over and over and over.
That'll never happen. Yeah. You see how I eat? You think I got fucking Hughes in my shirts?
And then after school, my brother and I would go with my parents, and they would clean office buildings.
Okay.
And me and my brother would just sit under the desk and play till 1 o'clock in the morning while they cleaned
Well, they
offices.
cleaned it up.
Who's in Passaic at this time? What's
Right
the
now?
nationalities?
Right now, it's
No,
straight
when
up.
you were there.
It was Mexican and Puerto Rican, but we were on the Puerto Rican side, and wherever Puerto Ricans were,
Right.
it was like it was a war. They would control. They didn't want to live with anybody else.
Right.
So we lived in this little enclave of Puerto Ricans.
Did the Puerto Ricans get along with the Mexicans?
No.
So that's like rats and mice.
Rats and mice.
I wouldn't
You got
describe it
rats,
like
you don't
that.
have mice, and vice versa.
You're 100%
I'm being serious.
That's a Cuban saying. It's funny you said
What do
that.
you mean?
Donde no hay ratones, there's no mice. Where there's no rats, there's no mice. Where there's rats, there's no mice, and vice
Right.
versa.
Huh.
That's
It's
a real
thing.
saying.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's
Let me sit up a little higher.
wow. So they're just as
yourself.
derogatory as the white man, huh?
Yeah.
There's nobody
Right.
more racist than Spanish people.
Oh, yeah, Chinese people.
Yeah,
Go to
Asian,
China.
Asian people are
Go
very
to
racist.
China and you eat your words.
Japanese people are supposed to
Japanese?
be the most racist of all the Asians.
China is so
Yeah,
racist.
supposedly.
Well,
They
'cause
don't even
stole
realize they
everyone's
do.
culture.
Well, they're on their own little island there, and so fuck Korea, fuck China.
Oh,
fuck
China's like fuck everybody.
Yeah, well,
they like fuck
Japanese,
everybody.
but Japanese could be racist. I mean, they invented ninjas, bro. They're fucking awesome.
The one I felt was unusual was I was working some of the Native American casinos, and I was out in like New Mexico, and one of them was sponsored by one tribe, and the other one down the street was a completely different tribe.
They didn't like each other?
And they were motherfucking the shit out of the other people, and I'm like, really?
Did the car show up with like arrows on them?
They weren't even going to go. They're like, don't you go down there? It was a total racist thing between the Sioux and whoever the other group was.
That's crazy.
But that's why
a lot of people who look alike hate each other. You know,
that's true.
Palestinians, Israelis, you got Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. You got me and my parents. There you go. Shut up.
You went all that way for that joke.
I did. Just to pull you out on that fucking Latino
Thank
dumbness.
you. Okay, right.
The Chinese are the most racist. Really?
Because Chinese is all about China. They all about Chinese stuff.
B-Rock wants to weigh in.
Yes, E-Rock.
It's just like in the Spanish culture, Spain is the top of the Spanish culture, and I think Mexico or something like that is viewed as the bottom. In the Asian culture, Japanese is viewed as the top, and China is viewed as the
that's
bottom.
how the Japanese look at it.
That's what I said.
And that's how the Spanish look at it. Mexicans be like this, we ain't under them. Fuck them. And the Chinese like, fuck those rapists.
And that's
they
where
came
the
over here during
problems-
World War I, killed them, raped them, shot the kids.
And that's where the problems come from, though.
Yeah. But it's all how people view themselves over others.
Exactly.
But even in Cuba, I mean, we're racist like to other parts of Cuba. Like, where are you from? Oh, fucking hillbilly. We're on an island. They're like, where you live is shit. I'm like, I can literally see his house, bro.
If that doesn't show how racism is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
I'm like, bro, I don't want to bring this up right now. My second time in Cuba, but I would go out on a limb and say you're both pieces of shit.
It's crazy.
I can see your house. If you can see their house, you're the same people.
You're the same neighborhood. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's so weird how people hate.
You know what? You could go to a village in the Congo, and I guarantee you, these people down here in this hut are going, you can look at those pieces of shit over there. They're fucking water buffaloes up on blocks. One of his horns is twisted around the wrong way. They speak in clicks and whistles. Now, you hear the dumbass accent on that stupid zombie. He clearly went, and he should have said, click, 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 it's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing.
Stupid son of a bitch.
But they just like what Carl said. Where are you from? Oh, you fucking
It's
idiot.
so stupid how we fucking separate ourselves.
But
E-Rock wants back in.
The Japan thing is out of the top three because you were saying Japan, Korea, and China. China's on the bottom, Korea's in the middle, Japan's on the top. But then below China is all the rest of like South Pacific and stuff like
The
Vietnam,
other countries.
Thailand, all that stuff.
Like Patrice would say, the other countries where Chinese people come from.
Nice quote from the late great Patrice O'Neill.
It's just ridiculous in the end. You guys know about like when people escape North Korea and go to South Korea?
Yeah.
They're treated like shit.
They have to go through schools and other government assistance.
You would think they would welcome with open arms.
They
Like,
talk
you
shit
got the
about
fuck
them?
out of there. They're like, oh, you're from North Korea. And they actually have bad lives in South Korea.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, they're better off just staying where the fuck they were.
The outcasts down in North.
When I
You would
learned
think
about
it's
that
different.
one, I was amazed because I would think a lot of people in South Korea feel bad for the people in North Korea. Like, fuck, man, if you get over the fucking border, we'll make sure you're all right.
Was that from the Vice documentary?
I'm trying to remember which one it was
Vice
from.
did two North Korean documentaries.
The one where they were smuggling people out?
Well, one was with Dennis Rodman.
No, I didn't see that horse
that
shit
one
yet.
too.
Well, how is that horseshit?
That was entertaining.
The Dennis Rodman one?
I like
because it was a chance for them to get footage.
Charles Smith trying
guys,
to explain and make sense of that shit.
No, I thought
Nigga, was
I thought all
priceless.
that was entertaining. Wait, did Vice do the Dennis Rodman?
Vice did the Dennis Rodman.
Oh, then I
thing.
apologize because I really do like
They
all
snuck
of
they-
Vice's shit.
because the leader at the time was a huge basketball fan, so they used him to get their crew in there to tape things.
No, I know the whole story, yeah.
So the second part, the second documentary they did was showing about North Koreans defecting to South Korea, living in these slums and these ghettos, having to go through schools and some kind of government assistance to, re-educate themselves and get them into the system because South Korean people will not help them.
Right, South Korea. That's why you
Not
see.
at
That's why the
all.
war was fought in the first place. That's why
Right.
they separated. They hated the South Koreans hated North Korea.
Right.
And they fought and they fucking looked down their nose at them. And that's why even if they did win the war, if the South did win, it's like they would have had they would have been at the bottom of the fucking totem pole, the North Koreans, in
man,
that society.
It's almost impossible to escape from North Korea, so you would assume they're waiting for you with open arms.
No, they pushing you back
I
the other way.
understand. I
It's
understand.
brutal.
Yeah, they showed the whole route too of like
It
their
was
own
sad.
underground railroad going through China, and then you have to not get caught in China,
Right.
Because China will send you back, and then go through China to get to South.
How do those people know that the other person, like, they all look the same? How do they do that?
Oh,
just
they know. You know what Cubans come from the north or south of Cuba?
Hell yeah.
Why are you questioning it?
I just, because I didn't think it
You gotta
through.
step outside
And I
himself. Okay,
apologize.
he had to step outside
I'm from the
himself.
Caribbean. I'm sorry. Oh, hell yeah. When I see you coming with those gold shoes, motherfucker, you're fired.
You look at their pinky and go,
The minute I see that little snaggle tooth, I know what fucking sugarcane field you live in, motherfucker.
amazing. Can't we all just get along?
That's the. No,
That's
Gaza
Passaic.
Tunnel.
That's where I grew up.
That's
That's in the Middle East.
yeah, the God, the whole Middle East and the
Was that a Gaza tunnel?
That was a Gaza tunnel.
yeah.
That's right.
I thought that was the Passaic Indian Stadium.
Inside Gaza's underground smuggler tunnels.
Could you imagine?
No.
That like some. Look at that shit.
No man.
Have you ever been in a tunnel? Have you ever been in a tunnel or a cave?
Yeah.
You have?
Yes.
You have?
Oh,
Yeah, caverns
I've
and
been to
shit.
House Caverns.
Where's
Yeah.
that?
I'm saying.
Or is it House?
I used to go in K-holes.
House Cavern?
That's about it.
Yeah, ain't it
Or
H-O-W-E?
Caverns? I think there's more than one. Yeah, that's like a thing to do.
And then the
with
one in
family.
New Mexico.
And you got to squeeze through a part of it, and you get a little scared. You're about 100 feet underground, 200 feet underground.
get
You have to take an
claustrophobic.
elevator. What is
Yes.
it called? Go to House Cavern.
H-O-W-E? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's
Pennsylvania.
upstate.
Yeah, it's upstate.
House, H-O-W-E-S
Yep.
Cavern. There
We
it is.
Boy Scout. We were scouting up there.
And then you get in a little boat and you're way underground, and then they
Yes.
turn all the lights off, and there's a drop, and you get all scared
Oh,
for
that's
a while.
Yeah, this part
Then they
is
turn the
cool.
lights back on.
That sounds
There's
nifty.
another part where it's real
It's the only
tight to
trip
get
my
in,
parents
buddy.
took us on, so I look.
Carlsbad Caverns.
That's the one.
was
Yeah,
awesome.
we went to that when I was a
Is that
kid.
cool?
Yeah, we
In
went to
Las
the Petrified
Cruces, New
Forest
Mexico.
and Carlsbad Caverns. That was my family vacation.
Petrified
The Willy
Forest is
Wonka
pretty
tunnel.
cool.
I've never been
Petrified
there.
Forest.
I never-
Petrified Forest is amazing. Yeah, it's really cool.
I never
Pretty
been there.
fucking cool.
You know, DeSoto Caverns is in Alabama. That's about 40 minutes from
You know
where
what's
I
funny?
grew up.
I
And
got
I
to
never
dr-
went to that one.
Did you walk around?
Yeah, I never went to it. It's right there.
The redwood trees. The
Oh, yeah,
forest?
the whole thing. Yeah.
Holy.
So I go up to Humboldt County. I go up to Humboldt a lot. So we go through the redwoods. Guy has a giant ranch up there, right? So I was one of the last people to drive through that fucking.
Oh, the tree?
It fell.
It fell
Yeah,
down.
it finally
Yeah,
went
it's
down.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
Fucked up.
I know.
That happened a little while ago, and I thought
went
it'd be a big news story.
No,
It was
I went
buried.
Through, I went through in the middle of the night. I got out and peed on that tree.
That's what that. The Cuban
That's what
piss.
did it.
Ate right through that wood.
Exactly what happened.
All that shitty food you eat.
You fucking killed the tree.
You're pissing pure acid.
Killed the tree.
You killed the redwood tree. You might want to go see a doctor.
2 days later, the thing was done.
Smoldering.
Smoldering. What kind of fire was this?
Right.
Wow.
There's just a hat there that says Anchor Baby on it. It's the only evidence that was left.
Those damn Cubans.
Dude, you walk around the redwood forest and you realize your life means it's a
Nothing.
blip.
Yeah.
As far as time goes, it means
No question.
nothing.
I went to that thing where all the rich people go to. It's like a meeting every
Yeah,
year.
it's one of those. Only men. Only men are allowed. Yeah.
And I went with guys like super secret. I was allowed to go because I was going to cook for everybody.
what is this?
I forgot what it's called.
Oh, you don't know,
I know about
this
it.
secret
All the
society.
presidents go. It's a big secret.
Yeah, it's called something.
We shouldn't talk about it
Give
on
you
air.
like vampire blood and shit.
Bro, let me.
No,
it's
they just have
the richest
seminars.
fucking people. They have these, and they all do a play,
Buzzkill.
and the men dress like women.
It's all
Yeah,
the deep state.
there's a whole
It's people
thing.
who really run the
Yeah, it's
government.
the fucking deep
it's
state,
the deep
bro.
state,
Wait,
baby.
the men dress as women.
Yo, there's crazy shit going on.
You know
Oh,
how
yeah.
early colonial white men are? They love powdered wigs and dresses and playing with booty holes, each other's booty holes. Goddamn
It's
George
every year. It's
Washington.
because somebody, yeah.
Bohemian Grove.
It's not Club Bilderberg.
It's called
Bohemian.
The Bohemian Grove is where they go.
Should we
Right.
be talking about this?
No.
They told me not to, but no,
Not on air.
none of those people listen to this radio station. I
the
think.
Bohemian
I don't think
Grove.
anyone's listening to this radio
They're
station.
billionaires.
We're gonna go
Yeah,
on
I'm
record.
just going to say it don't exist because I don't want to be
Bro, I was
snatched.
there. I talked to it's like you meet like all the presidents are there and
Right.
fucking they're all just hanging out and they're all like camping and it's so
Yeah.
fucking weird.
But they dress like women?
Oh,
Yes.
they do a show and they dress up like
Because
women.
the men play the women's parts
Yes.
in the
Yeah,
plays.
not
you know,
the whole
in In the
time.
plays, right? Not the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's like early
that's where it's
Broadway.
at.
Women wasn't allowed on Broadway. It was all men playing all the roles.
Shakespeare. It goes back to Shakespeare.
And like the famous, like the rich families, they have their own little cabins with their names on it. Like you see the Bushes and the things, and they have
Yeah.
like their own little cabins. Bro, I can just imagine the deals that get done. And I was there stirring beans and shit. No one would talk to me.
Making beans and rice.
Who's that guy?
Let's just say it's no non-Masons there.
Right.
Oh, like I came in like a big shot, and then they realized right
all
away
Masons, baby.
that I was a piece of shit. So they just made me clean shit and stuff. But it was awesome to be there.
Why was Guy there?
You got invited.
Wow,
you have to
Jesus.
be invited by somebody.
There we go.
That's how there it is.
Are they worshiping that thing?
They do some weird shit there, man.
It's Mason shit.
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Let's kill
Giant
this.
Mason
I'm talking
shit.
about it.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
want
gonna
to.
snatch you up.
Yeah, man.
I'll take you down to the Masonic temple and we'll talk about it in the back room.
It was awesome. It was
Put that
awesome.
motherfucking cornerstone down on your neck.
They had me cooking for 3 days.
I was going to say you were just stirring beans.
But you see,
They're over here.
Yeah.
They're over here shaping the.
like that's exactly how it is. It hasn't changed in 100 years.
Yep.
And let me tell you
Jesus.
something. You see the Rockefellers tent, and like these people, and the Rothschilds, and they're all there.
Yeah, the
What
Rothschilds.
does that
that's
have
my
to do with the
folks.
Redwood Forest?
That's where it is.
It's in the middle of the Redwood Forest.
Jeez, okay.
At
'Cause
night, it's beautiful.
Well, they feel like this. It's a very spiritual. The Redwood
It
Forest.
It is. I mean, if I cared,
This
That's
goes
that big dirty money.
Teddy Roosevelt. I think this goes back to Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
At least, maybe.
At least.
Something like that.
Yeah. You see Nikki Hilton marry one of those Rothschilds.
she ain't stupid.
She ain't dumb. She ain't no dumb. She know what she doing.
That's
Aaron
fine.
got a baby or two. She know what she doing.
She know what you do.
That bitch know what she doing.
She's got her own money though.
I know, but they all bring the money together.
Right.
They don't. They probably cousins.
Interesting.
Speaking of Hilton,
Nikki Hilton, there's Paris right there in the Carl's Jr. commercial.
Oh, she's great.
A lot of talent.
Oh, that's the other shorty right
She
there. I
was
like
really
her.
nice. I met her. She was really nice.
That's not Paris.
No, they show Paris before.
You missed it.
Different.
okay.
That one
Missed
was what's her name? God damn it! Not
Oh,
this
that's
one.
the.
It's the Carl's Jr.
I know
commercials.
who the. What is her name? Fuck.
She fine as shit. Well, they all fine. Shit.
I don't know models. I can't tell you.
No, she's the one.
Kate
that was
Upton?
with
No.
the guy. With the
What the hell's going on?
I
can't say her name.
Emily, no.
You talking about the blonde or the brunette?
The brunette.
The brunette. I'm talking about the blonde who was with her just now.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the brunette.
The little shorty. You know who she is, right?
What's the name of the brunette there, E-Rock?
I can't pronounce her last name.
Instagram.
Yeah, there
Emily
you go.
Ratajkowski.
Yeah, we're on the
Oh,
same
yeah,
page.
yeah.
All right.
She was in that
And who was
movie
the
with Ben
blondie?
Affleck.
Who was the blondie in there with her? The
Is that
shorty.
Kate Upton?
No. What's her name? God damn it.
I don't know. This is
There you go.
'Cause she's
Rata.
fine
Wow,
as
you
shit.
almost got it. Or I think you might have got her
Yeah,
last name.
that's
Emily Rata.
She was also the naked girl in the
Ratajkowski.
Robin Thicke video.
That's
Right.
what I was trying to get to. Yes.
What's going on with Robin Thicke?
What do you mean?
His wife came out with some allegations.
No.
Yeah, that was like a few
ass
weeks ago.
whoopery.
Yeah, wasn't that a
Of
few
ass
weeks ago?
whoopery.
She's been in here. She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. She said that he was beating on her.
Oh, that's wonderful. The fuck?
What did she do wrong?
Not listening.
Is that a Tuesday for you, Carl? In your culture?
Listen,
There you go. Click, clack that nigga.
And we're back.
That's how Latinos speak to their wives.
What seems to be the problem here?
She didn't understand his backhand.
That's right. We do not hit.
Yeah, she's coming out saying
sorry, señor. Perdóname.
restraining orders and shit like that going down right now.
She's a smoke show.
Yes.
She should have paid attention.
Yeah, she was in here for Mission Impossible.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of the Mission Impossible movies. She was
The
gorgeous.
Ghost Protocol
gorgeous.
one.
She's
The
fine.
Ghost what?
Ghost Protocol.
Protocol. There you
Yeah,
go.
she's
That was
fine.
2011 too.
I want to kiss her mouth so bad.
Me
She
too.
they've been together since high school or some shit. Like high school sweethearts, but you know them
problem.
shits don't
Way
work.
back when he was first stealing songs.
Oh man.
He got on board.
Does he still
He fucking that song.
Yeah, he lost that lawsuit to Marvin
Borderlines has
Gaye.
got to give it up. Yeah, Borderlines has got to give it up.
Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye's
Absolutely.
family got that. Nona Gaye's right now walking around with that money.
Yeah.
They took all of it too.
They should have.
They took most of it.
Fuck yeah.
Basically
Hell
said,
yeah.
But it was Pharrell's fault. He's the one that produced it,
He
right?
got sued too.
Well, they were. He
That's on
admitted.
Robin Thicke's album.
He admitted. Robin Thicke said he was talking to Pharrell and said, "We need to do something that kind of sounds like Got to Give It Up." And then they went, "Okay," and then they fucking did it. And then they got shocked that they were sued.
7.4.
But they specifically discussed we need to do something kind of like Got to Give It Up.
7.4. They made more than they got.
It was
money.
because there wasn't a
No, and
writer's
plus
credit
all
on
the,
it.
All the
Buddy,
rest of the
There wasn't a
future.
writer's credit
Right.
on it for
Okay,
it. Even though they
right.
had the sample, they didn't have a writer's credit for it, and that's other money that you get.
There you go, baby.
So they left them off it.
Don't fuck with Marvin.
Same thing happened with Bittersweet Symphony.
Yep.
Holy fuck!
They don't own any of that anymore.
Oh my!
And then Tom
God,
Petty,
it's such a
Tom
great
Petty,
song.
Bittersweet Symphony.
Yeah, go with Bittersweet Symphony first.
The Verve.
The Verve. Thank you. I'm
right,
trying to remember the band.
Not the Verve pipe, the Verve.
Stone sued him, and
Great fucking song.
And the Verve, or that guy got nothing.
No.
He's pretty much almost bankrupt because he made that song.
Ashcroft. Richard Ashcroft is the lead singer for the
This
Verve.
part
This
is
a great fucking song.
It's from a Stone song.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
And the
lost this
Stones took
lawsuit
it
back.
from him?
No,
No, the Verve took this from the Stones.
Right.
No,
And
I'm
just-
saying. And
just this little sample right here.
Oh, that's the
It's
most
all about this
important part.
sample.
Yeah.
Stone said, hell nah, that's ours.
They lost all the rights to it.
What song is that from again?
Last time. This could be the
all right,
last
thank
time.
you. Yes.
Maybe the last
Wow.
time. No, no, no.
I've never heard that in the Stones song.
It ruined his life. This song was massive.
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 Yeah.
It pretty much ruined his life. He never
Sued
came back from
again
this.
over. How many times he got sued for it?
Another ex-manager of the Rolling Stones is sued for royalties from the Verve's hit single "Bittersweet Symphony." This time, the aggrieved party is Andrew. Everyone just started suing.
Wow.
They're like, "No, now we want our taste." Yeah.
By the way, what you're reading from is also 1999.
No, I understand. That's why I kind of stopped reading it. Because, I mean, the headline here is he got sued more than once. Everyone came at him.
He has no.
Everybody.
He has no ownership of this song.
Holy shit.
The only other way they probably would have to take back all the shit. Like Bismarck. Remember Bismarck album got taken off the shelves?
Right.
Getting that shit cleared?
But this song still plays on stations that like do 90s music and
Yeah.
stuff like that. This
It's a
is
great
one of those
The
one
whole,
hit wonders.
the whole CD's great. The Drugs Don't Work is a damn good song.
But they were only a
and a
one-hit
metaphor
wonder.
for my life.
Man, I ain't know they took all this money.
Oh, here's the story how Alan Klein made the Rolling Stones millions from Bittersweet Symphony. The Stones just made millions because the Verve did this.
This was played everywhere and in heavy rotation.
It's a great song.
No question.
It's a damn good song.
It's a damn good song.
You know, this song's 20 years old, 1997.
Yay. Let's play the whole album. Let's just play the whole album, and Carl's going to start cooking some beans. And
Yay!
I'm
Maybe
good at it.
that would be a good day.
We'll take him over to the Empire State Building. He can piss on it, and then it'll collapse.
And let me tell you, that tree wasn't looking too sturdy when I was there.
That is crazy.
What was the other one you were going to say, Tom Petty?
Tom Petty and Sam Smith. He did that.
Yeah, we covered
right,
that
right,
for
right.
Won't Back Down.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Right.
That was another one.
Well, the best
His
one,
was Stay With Me.
Stay With Me. Right?
Yeah.
the best one was CCR and John Fogerty.
And he got sued for stealing from himself.
He ended up suing himself. It was the only way he could get out of it.
Wait, what?
Run Through the Jungle and
when he did the solo record. The Old Man Down the Road.
Yes.
Is it
So
the
he had
Old
to
Man
sue
Down the Road?
himself?
he had to sue him. It's kind of complicated, but in the end, he sued himself to get out of it. Yes, we talked to him about it.
He
on the
talked
show.
about it right here on this show. Yes.
Wow.
It was unbelievable.
He was mad
This
for,
is
but he
fucking-
was mad for 20 years. Maybe he didn't. He wouldn't sing the Creedence, and
No.
he was fucking livid about it, and he would not sing it. And then he remarried, and the wife told him to ease up a little bit, and then he started singing the Creedence songs again.
Is this worth playing right
He
now?
wouldn't
Started
even-
making a lot more money.
Well,
once he
sure,
did that, yeah.
But he might be the greatest American rock voice.
I love John
John
Fogerty.
Fogerty? I never heard of him.
Roland
What?
Lark. You know all the Creedence
Every
songs. What do you fucking know
every
about?
I'll
movie
hit you.
about Vietnam has him in it.
Yes.
Who'll Stop the Rain?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Proud Mary.
All right, all right.
You don't know Creedence? You don't know CCR?
Take your hood off, bro.
No,
I
seriously.
Unfortunate Son.
Ain't no goddamn hood on this.
I'm from Passaic.
So what? I'm from Brooklyn.
You know
man, I
Tito Puentes?
No.
You know Tito Puentes?
I love Tito
Creedence Coldwater
Puentes.
Tito
Revival.
Puentes.
Fucking, how dare I
know
go
Tito.
against Vic Henley? He knows everything.
115th Street and 3rd Avenue is Tito Puentes Boulevard.
That's right. Spanish Harlem, baby. My
Or
ex-girlfriend lived over
something
there.
like that.
There you go.
I'm close.
Had an ex on 116th.
We got to go
Puerto
back to the
Rican.
Verve. Gene in Chicago says the Stones don't actually own that song. And then another guy saying that the Verve was licensed to use part of that song, but used too much.
Okay.
They went over how much they were
like it.
supposed to use.
I always enjoy when
me-
the fans help us.
Well, let's.
Let's see. Let's see about this.
I do. It's my favorite thing.
Me too.
Which one is this? All right, hold on. Let me go over here.
Probably.
You're probably right.
Oh, E-Rock.
Coming through from the other side of the glass.
He's coming through.
Whole bucket of water, E-Rock.
He's still riding hot from that birthday.
Here comes the Zamboni coming through.
Zamboni.
That's funny.
Everyone off the ice. Here comes E-Rock. All skate will continue in 15 minutes.
Couple
I hate when the Zamboni comes.
Okay.
Fuck. We went skating a month ago. It was like, fuck. We're not professionals. You don't need a Zamboni now.
Yeah, the ice is fine.
The ice is fine. Gene, go ahead. Chicago.
Yeah, who owns that song actually is Alan Klein at Abco Records.
Alan
He had
Klein.
his name wrong. Okay. Abco owns all that stuff. It came off an orchestral thing that Andrew Lou Oldham did. He used to have a show on Underground Garage of like orchestral things of Stone songs, and they used that sample, and they didn't get a penny from it. But the Stones don't own it. I believe Abco Record owns it.
So how did it? That article said how Alan Klein made the Stones millions.
Right.
So how did the Stones get involved with that?
Well, if memory serves,
Yeah.
and I hadn't read it for a while, that he had him in some hardcore contracts, and Keith Richards said, "Well, if you're screwing us, I can't see how." And then later, when the client took all their music, he said, "That's the price of an education."
Isn't it their performance though?
Is the famous quote.
I'm starting to get really confused now.
I gotta research this.
I'm with it. I understand.
I don't understand what's
Okay. Yeah, I haven't called in a long time. I like the new afternoon show.
Oh,
Thank you, man.
But
I missed the Doc show though. That's what I always used to call.
I for a while I got to get permission from the Stangles. I feel like it's our show, but Vic would be awesome on and some others around here. So maybe
definitely not me.
I'm trying to get just really.
Unless the documentary's about me, I'm not going to know anything about it.
I would love to get Justin and Eric in here just to do the documentary show. We'll figure it out, Gene.
Carl's out. I'm out.
Yeah.
Be self-aware, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you. But yeah, Vic would be great at it, and others. As it stood, the credits for Bittersweet Symphony were shared between Verve vocalist Richard Ashcroft and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, but the record couldn't be released without the permission of Jagger and Richards' publisher.
Abco Music.
Right.
At a
Abco
loss,
Music.
Summers let his record company take a whack at it.
So, because he'll have the old Abco money.
God, it's crazy.
So weird.
What's he doing now? He works at Dave & Buster's?
Exactly.
That's a great question. What is he doing?
That's always what I love to say.
No, Ashcroft still published. I got
I
his solo.
can watch
Richard
on
Ashcroft
TV.
is still viable, I would think.
But
Richard
where's
Ashcroft is a great artist.
His lead singer.
He's got a great voice.
That's a great fucking album.
Yeah,
There's
got
not
a
a
great
bad
album.
track
Yeah.
on that. That's a really good CD.
Vic, is there another song I should know off there?
If you scroll up to the track listings, I can tell you. I know all of them. I used to play the
but
shit out of this.
I'll be honest. It would have to be something that was on the radio. I never grabbed this album. Was there any other songs that made the radio?
Alone with Everybody is his solo record, and that's also an excellent track.
They went
CD.
platinum.
Yeah, it's really good. The dude's a fucking
doing
talented
okay.
guy. He's a
as
totally
shit.
talented guy.
Yes.
All right, let me go to Alan in California. Alan, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, the whole thing was they had a license to use a 5-note bit of that
Last time.
run,
Right.
and then apparently Alan Klein says they used a longer portion of it than they had originally licensed, and that's what the bone of contention was in the court.
Wow.
I wonder how much more did they use than they were licensed to use? And how much fucking money did that catch the court?
Somebody just hung up. They said there's a YouTube clip that explains it. Maybe not worth playing on the radio, but certainly throwing it out there for the people to check.
Lucky Man's a great track. That's the one you might
Lucky
know.
Man?
You might know Lucky Man.
So is he
Happiness,
broke? Is he
boys.
broke? 'Cause
Yeah, I don't think he's broke.
That's one of my favorite things on TV is watching rich people go broke. I can, it's
his
like
favorite
the
doc.
Super Bowl
It's
for
his,
me.
It's his favorite documentary. It really
Well,
is.
that was a great 30 for 30, but it was downright
Sad.
depressing.
It was so depressing.
I feed off it. I love it.
Just watching it in reverse, it seems like they learned a lesson.
All right, I guess that's the
$2
end of that.
million.
He's worth $2 million still.
He's a good singer, dude.
Great. He got a good voice. That
He's a good
motherfucker is,
singer,
yeah.
man. I saw him at the theater at Madison Square Garden. He reunited with him on the 10th anniversary
Oh, what, in 2009?
in 2007.
Does he play Bittersweet Symphony?
Yeah, oh hell yeah. He plays everything.
Do they sue him every time he
No,
fucking does?
I don't know. I don't
Because he
know.
should stop.
You know, there's a little dude on the side just working a cash register. There's a little dude over on the corner.
So once you pay that, you're done?
Yeah, now it's like if a band plays a cover, more or less. I would assume it's in that same ballpark.
Got it,
You
yeah.
know, it's his song. Well, you know.
It's
can't
it's
sing
an
it on
important
air.
part of the song, though. It's a really good, nice part of the
Yeah,
song.
I'm telling you. Lucky Man's a
Wow.
really good
out.
song.
That's fascinating.
Let's go to Dean in good old Buffalo, New York. Dean, go ahead, buddy.
Wow.
Hi, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I wanted to ask Sherrod if there's any more news about the April 10th show.
Yes, Sherrod, we're all wondering.
Yes, April 10th, baby. What?
I'll read the text that I woke up to this morning at 5:30.
Boom.
Now read it right. Don't edit it.
I'm gonna read it right.
Don't edit it.
No problem.
I didn't send you a dick pic, did I?
No, you might.
I with you, Niggy.
Yeah.
Share the shit out of this.
And I didn't say this. I spelled this.
The niggy part you did
but
say.
Niggy, I said.
Nigga, he did say.
But because you said I with you, Niggy, I felt like I had to
You were gonna
I had
embellish?
to pump up the next text.
You turned some clicks and clacks in there.
If you need it white, it says share the shit out of this.
Share the shit out of
But
this.
I with you, Niggy, share the shit out of this. So Sherrod put together a little show for everybody.
Looks like we're having a comedy show at the Village Underground on April 10th, around the
great.
corner from the Comedy Cellar.
Liz already told me it's selling crazy already.
All right.
It's going to sell out.
Like I said earlier.
It's a small room.
It's
250.
pretty small. Yeah,
250.
Yeah.
That's going to sell
250.
out, man. You got April 10th at the Village Underground. You got Sherrod Small. You got Chris DiStefano. You got Vic Henley. You got Rich Voss, and you got Jim Florentine.
And we got Carl coming through with his barbecue, people. We got barbecue for the fans.
My guys are going to bring barbecue. I won't be there. I'm being in Miami.
Okay.
And we've decided not to do the actual radio show.
What? All right.
It's smart.
It's
trust
fine.
me.
It's fine.
Me and
yeah.
Vic were talking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Me
We
and
just
Vic
doing a
were
regular show.
Me and Vic were being the responsible ones last night, discussing the ins and outs of this.
Y'all are the
As you were
worst.
going, yo, Niggy.
excited. He's excited.
I had a little libation to
You
me,
should
too.
see what he sends me. I can't even
libations.
read what he sends me.
E-Rock, I said no radio show.
Yeah, no radio
Yeah,
show.
no,
yeah.
You're not listening.
We got a
I
live
said
show, yeah.
Well, I think I might let Voss host too. After giving Voss so much shit about me hosting,
What? No,
I was teasing Voss the other day about I was the best host in the city. And
You are.
He's like, I'm the best host. I'm like, you never even fucking host in the city. What are you talking about?
What do you host outside the city?
You to go up first, to start the show, to MC the show.
And
is
bring on
basically what
Ope
I
and
was
let Ope
saying.
say a couple words up there.
You know,
All right, yeah, I can handle that.
You should just save up a lot of his text, and we will start the show with you just reading his text.
We can put it on the big screen right behind the thing.
You
We got
can
the
read
screen.
them, and you can do all your horrible voices.
But what I'm feeling is we could maybe go a little early, do a little Facebook Live or something as we're getting.
Oh, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
together. We'll figure
yeah,
something out.
yeah.
But we felt like
I agree.
We're doing the live show from Pop's Diner. That's where
see,
we're
that's
doing
what
the
we
live
kinda wanna
show.
do.
I agree.
That's what
I
we
we
agree.
want to do something different
I agree.
that wasn't just done. Let's just
Yeah.
put it that way.
Right. Yes.
So it's the
Yes.
smart move is to do the comedy show there,
Yes.
but to do our live broadcast
I
from.
concur.
And then Twitter exploded after we put this up,
Yeah.
and everyone's begging to go to other cities. So
Yeah, that's
but
what-
we're going to
yes.
start here and hopefully get a story going.
I got a bunch
That's
of
what you
shit
got to
from
do. You
Raleigh.
got to get a story going, and then we go from there.
You guys got to teach
Exactly.
me how to do stand up. I'll go up there, tell people to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, I think you got it down. Let's talk about what pisses you off.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Just basically talk.
welcome to the
What, I
game.
sit there with a family album?
Instead of going to a therapist, just go on stage and
Yeah.
yell at the audience,
I
and then
find
you
that-
get
I don't know
paid
how you
instead
guys
of having
do
to
that.
give money.
That's
Because
so
it's paid.
terrifying.
We get paid for our therapy instead of paying a therapist.
You talk to the
listen
audience
us.
like it's one person.
Right.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Usually.
So, Sherrod, what's going on? They can get tickets now?
Yes, tickets available right now. Liz already told me they buying them up. Motherfucker, you better get your tickets.
Do we have a phone number?
So
or anything?
comedy,
It's all on there. Comedy Cellar.
ComedyCellar.com is the website.
ComedyCellar.com.
Yeah.
Tickets available at ComedyCellar.com.
ComedyCellar.com.
Oh, okay.
Right there above where it says
I see.
Opie Radio.
Perfect. I ignore my name.
That'd be
That's,
your first clue.
There you go. Tickets at ComedyCellar.com.
We might have to do a second show that night.
Don't get
This one's on.
excited.
Okay, I'm
Don't
just saying.
get cocky. I'm telling you,
All right,
I'm
leave it
still.
alone.
You and him think people are coming. I'm the only person that really believes there's going to be
Vic.
like 11 people there, and it's going to be really sad.
nuts.
Stick with us. It's happening.
I will say.
What are you, nuts?
I just look. I like. I'm playing devil's advocate.
So
I'm playing
wait, we
devil's-
could squeeze a second show if the first one sells out. Maybe
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, let's
Vic,
just.
that
But I
picture,
do
that
know-
picture, bro. You look like fucking Paula Dean. And
I do. It's horrible. It's not good.
Liz told me the tickets are already going, and people
doesn't
already
look
hit
like
me on
you.
Twitter, so they
No, it
already
doesn't
bought
look
their
like
tickets.
All right.
So-
I saw a couple people saying I'm getting my plane ticket right now.
Yes. This
Well,
might be
yeah.
a hotel
If
situation.
you want to do it, come on down. We'd love to have you. We will have the jokes. I can promise you
Oh,
that
yeah,
part.
we got
That-
E-Rock.
there's a
E-Rock's got
goddamn
some
good
things
comedy.
that-
That's a good comedy show. I have no problem with saying
yeah.
that's a goddamn good comedy
E-Rock
show.
wants me to reiterate that this is a Sherrod Small show. Hell fucking no. Why are you saying that? What's the problems?
because this isn't our involvement with it. So
What, the shows?
With the food and everything there. That's a separate thing. That
no, that's just the Carl's bringing his barbecue people.
That's it.
No, this is the comics of this fine radio show are getting together and entertaining the people, right,
Yes.
Paul?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Pocket Hannity.
It says it right there, comics of Opie Radio, Sherrod Small, Chris DiStefano, Vic Henley, Rich Voss, and Jim Florentine.
There you go.
Gotta take it to the people.
And we don't need the help of this goddamn place.
Archie Bunker.
I'll say it that way, E-Rock.
Yes, this is not our event.
This has nothing to do with
It's serious.
Sirius Radio.
show.
No, nothing to do.
Wait, what's the problem with it not
Nothing.
being, quote, our event? Are you hearing some things?
Wait, what happened?
Just telling you what I'm told.
Okay.
Oh.
We're not going down that road.
Yeah, we are.
We living down that road.
He's refusing.
Wait, what happened?
Right, I'm building property on that road. I'm going to this guy right here, and we're going to put up some
Yeah,
apartments.
what's going on? What's going on?
You get it out of him.
I don't know.
No,
He's
it's
being
fine.
whispery.
You know, people can get their tickets. We're
He's being
not doing a
whispery.
radio show there, which was
No.
made clear.
We are not doing a
and
radio show
we
yet.
have no.
Let's open a
involvement with the
window and
food.
pull a Suge Knight and get the info out of him.
Hold him by his ankles.
He weighs a lot more than Vanilla Ice, bro. That's
Then he
what I'm
might
saying.
drop. That's his problem.
You got to
Vanilla
beat him
Ice
with a
is slow.
champagne
You ain't
bottle.
getting those
Isn't that
rights.
it?
That's his problem.
We don't need the company to put a comedy show together for us. Jesus.
Yeah.
No, that's
This
true.
is easy.
Sure.
For Sirius XM,
This is easy
What are
shit.
you worried about, E-Rock?
I don't know. Something's up.
I don't like
about it.
nervous energy.
No copper, no stopper, bro.
I don't like nervous energy, nigga.
No, we just have to make that clear that if people are coming or buying these tickets thinking that they're going to get the radio and the comedy,
They're
thing,
not getting
it's
No,
that.
but they
They're
never
not,
was
no.
getting a radio show.
Well, they were, because you
Not
threw it
for
out
the
there.
tickets. Not with the
True,
tickets. That
right.
wasn't getting
Yes,
charged.
correct.
That's like Don
No.
does every show at the Underground.
I'm with him, yeah.
That's a Don rule.
Yes.
That they don't charge for live
I got you.
radio shows.
No, we wouldn't do that. We were
hell
never going to
fucking
do
no.
that.
That's
No,
Sirius XM rule. That's why they
never gonna
wasn't
do
doing that.
It gets overly.
Goes on a Sherrod show, we would do it. So
over-
that's
Oh,
why I know
hell
they
yeah.
mind.
I'd be
Because we
taking
would
the
do that.
money.
We'd charge for that shit.
I'd work
So
the
that's why I
charge
know it ain't a
tickets and then
Sherrod
at the
show.
door. Yeah.
It's overly complicated when the company gets involved anyway, so it's better this way.
Exactly.
Trust me.
We don't need them milking off our good
no.
name.
Hell fucking no.
Opie,
Who's going to close this? Are you going to go last?
I think Chris D's going to go up last.
Is he going to go last?
Yeah.
How did he get drafted into that spot?
I just put the schedule together.
You just do it together?
Put the Florentine
All right.
and Voss. And Voss was, yeah. First of all, I had to make sure everybody was available.
Yes,
And then boom.
I am. I get back on the 9th.
Yeah.
And there's other guys we like, trust me.
Oh, there's gonna be people stopping by.
There's a nice start. Oh,
We got people stopping by.
That's a damn good comedy.
we got people stopping by.
Oh, we got people stopping by.
Oh, he's looking confident.
I believe him.
Oh,
I
yes.
never doubt.
At what level?
Yes, sir.
Not saying.
A-list.
level?
Keeping it.
A-list level. Nigga.
Keeping it low. Just a little tease.
I just did the
I've
charity
heard,
show
yes.
too this week.
Yes.
Monday, I just did the charity show with Judd Apatow and Amy Schumer and Mike Shea at the Underground.
Right.
So who knows? Some of those people might come through.
all right.
Michael Che's funny as shit.
Oh, Che's my
Dude,
fucking family.
fucking funny.
So let's just put it this way. There's a possibility there might be some special guests.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
And there might be some special, non-comedian guests. The word's out there. Let's just say the words on the street.
It's turning into a party.
So get your tickets now, man.
If we can build the story there, then we can move on.
Yes.
It's always been my goal to move on and get this on the road.
Make
Yeah,
sure
that's what we
E-Rock,
have to do.
E-Rock
So-
doesn't want you guys to be part of this. That's what I'm getting from it.
Jesus,
E-Rock,
what's that?
He's laughing. He's laughing so hard.
E-Rock doesn't want you to be a part of this at all. That's
God.
I've been sitting. I'm not a comedian or anything.
Thank you,
But I
Carl.
know when someone doesn't want someone to be part of something.
Thank you, Carl. Point that out.
E-Rock's that guy. Like when someone falls off a bike, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Like you fucking
You'll
die
get
right on the
sued.
sidewalk.
Yeah.
Fuck Good Samaritan.
Yeah. They want to keep Opie trapped in his building, man.
Yeah, I don't listen.
Christ.
Fucking
I don't know much about.
sequestered.
I don't know
They got
about.
they sequestered at
I don't
the
know
fucking
about talking
hotel.
on stage. I don't know about all that stuff that you're doing.
Right.
But I do know when somebody doesn't want somebody somewhere.
Oh, I'll be there.
I mean, there's a lot of
I'll
tippy-toeing
be there.
fucking nonsense.
Because it's when whatever.
Uh,
I'm trying to be a little nicer these days. I'm
Carl's
trying.
a
We'll see what
polygraph
happens.
machine.
When the company gets involved, it's exhausting.
Well,
Let's
they've
just
been
put it that
involved.
way. That's
They've been
why-
involved from day one. That's why we're doing this show how we are
Right.
doing it.
So we threw this out there. It's selling well already, and then
Yep.
we're probably just going to go to Carl's Place, Pop's Diner
Yep.
with a Facebook Live camera. Who
So
cares?
we're not going to. Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
It's just easier to do it that way
You're
instead
right.
of like,
You're
oh,
right.
we need.
You're right.
Fuck it.
Right.
Fuck it.
Come
I
to the
agree
show
with
on
you.
April 10th is the point of all of this. Come
April
to the
10th,
show on
8
April 10th.
p.m., baby. Get your tickets.
It is a fine comedy evening.
I'm a fan of Guerrilla Radio.
How about E-Rock with
Well,
the
you
Pop
just do
Steiner
it.
thing? Are you
Just
going to
do
do
it.
the same thing with the? You don't want to do.
Fuck, I'll be there.
He's coming. He's in at Pop's Diner. He's back on board.
We'd like to have the consumer there. We're a big
definitely
fan.
there.
We should do Pop's Diner next week. I got a date coming to me.
Let's go.
What day are you going to be there?
Any day we want to come. I mean, I'm not E-Rock with Sherrod. I'm E-Rock with Opie. You know what I mean? I'm as close to white as it can get before E-Rock the meter goes off and you're fucking out.
I say we squeeze a nice Wednesday over there.
A little Wednesday at Pop Steiner.
Squeeze.
I like it.
No radio show.
I like a hump day.
Just turn our
I'll call
fucking
my
our
boy-
phones on and just have fun.
Call my boys from Ubon's, the best Bloody Mary mix you'll ever have in your life. They'll
I
come.
love that stuff. Yes.
From Mississippi.
I've had it. Yes, I've
From
had it.
Mississippi.
Yes.
He'll come and set up a nice little Bloody Mary bar. We'll have
Spicy one?
The spice.
Yeah.
And it won't be a Sirius XM event.
No.
Thank the Lord.
No.
Nice.
And E-Rock, the black guy's not running it, so E-Rock's good with it.
He's fine with
I'm
it.
doing my show from there. That's fine.
Yeah.
There you go.
So he'll do his cartoon show.
But make sure that Sirius is not involved with your show, though. Make sure that's not involved.
And
They haven't been involved in 3 years.
We'll get White Elephant.
Good.
They haven't been involved in 3 years.
Hey, Sherrod,
He's okay.
We can do food court too.
will there be a meet and greet afterwards? Yeah,
Of course, we're gonna do the meet and greet upstairs in the lounge.
Not
Nice.
much.
Meet and greets for free. Just come through. It's a nice lounge upstairs. We got the building, baby. We
gonna
got
be
the
good.
building that night.
I'm with him.
Oh, this
Yeah.
should be good. April 10th.
It's going to be.
I already know that a
It's
whole bunch of
officially on.
comedy seller people are already buying tickets. You know what I'm saying? People who just
Right,
go to
right.
comedy seller. So I know this is going to sell.
It's going to be great. As long as E-Rock knows that Opie's not there.
And Liz excited. No involvement.
You need a thicker window than that to stop that bullshit. I can see it right through you.
Here comes the Zamboni.
Here comes the Zamboni.
Right through the wall. Sweeping me off the ice.
Someone has to protect the brand.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
the brand at this point.
Brand.
Yeah, what you
I just
protected?
want to have fun. Who gives a fuck?
Brand.
You protected 4 months, nigga?
Right.
What the fuck are you protected? Who's your loyalty?
I'm gonna have to let Voss host. I'm not switching.
Oh, stop. You're the
Stop
best
it,
host in the
Vic.
city.
No, I kind of want to do a set.
You
now.
should host at the same time.
Double down on it?
Dueling host.
Dueling host, both two mics
Like
on
Reggie
each
and,
end of the stage.
All right, we can do it.
Like a nice piano bar.
That'd be, oh god.
Just go back and forth. Your light goes on over here. You do a minute.
I
and it
love
comes.
that shit.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was in one of those bars one night? And if you go up and put money in the jar, they will stop the song they're playing and play whatever you want them to play.
What a shame Opie's going to miss this.
And this really,
Oh, I'm sharpening my skates while the Zamboni smooths out the ice.
There's Boston.
there it is.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
That's who we are right there.
Yeah, they selling money. I got the messages coming in. So, yeah.
You can trust
Yeah.
Liz.
Well, what
Liz
are
is
they- what
on
are
it.
they
You can trust
saying?
Liz. She's
Liz
on
says
it.
they're going. I mean, like the people calling in. So make sure they
All right.
You got that comedy.
What were you saying about the piano bar there, Vic?
Oh, I was just I was in there one of those places in Cleveland
Yes.
once, and I knew this could happen. And some dude was really really rich, and he was completely annoyed by the dueling piano thing. So he would just went over, and every time they'd start a song, he would go over, put money in the jar, and tell them not to play anything. And he did it for like a fucking hour. They'd get like 2 notes in, and he'd go put more money in the jar and make. And they go, "What do you want to hear?" Nothing.
Wow.
and everybody was getting really really pissed off, and I thought it was one of the
That's
coolest things ever.
hilarious.
That is funny.
Because if they have to do what you say and you're going to pay, and he was like, "I'm tired of this shit. I just want to have a drink. Cut your fucking yapping. Stop fucking singing." And he would just throw another 20 in the jar and keep them quiet for 5 minutes at a time.
Love that.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That's awesome. All right, so there you go. We'll have more details, but that's it.
Yeah.
No
April
radio
10th.
show, definitely a comedy show. April
Yes.
10th. Village
ComedySeller.com.
Underground.
ComedySeller.com.
All the guys you know and love for this radio show.
Perfect.
Except Opie.
There's a few others, but it's a few other guys.
Except Greg Hughes. There will be no Greg Hughes appearance.
He'll be there. No, he'll be there.
He'll be there.
A few other guys that we like, but we just don't have enough room. So maybe if this becomes hopefully a thing, then we'll add other people.
You got Mark Norman. He
Yeah.
Do another
Yeah,
one, 'cause I
Mark
wanna
already
go.
said he's wanna
Do
do it.
another one, 'cause I want to be there. I
Mike
want to go.
Cannon. Mike
Yeah.
Cannon to do one.
Wait, you
Everybody.
can't be there April 10th?
Because he's going to be out of
He's in
town.
Miami.
Paul's gonna be out of
It's my
town.
mother's. It's my grandmother's 90th birthday, and I made an awful mistake and I told my mother and my shitty brother.
You cook all that?
No.
Did he
Guys, just set it up.
That he would
just
go.
tell me what the bill is. My mother's throwing a fucking wedding, bro. It's giant.
For the 90th. She's turned it into a 5-star spectacular.
They sent me like an email. She goes, "Oh, here's the menu." Right?
Oh, God.
Right.
I said, Ma, what do you think I do for a living? Do you think I fly fucking kites? This thing says platinum package. Bring me the fucking copper package fucking email. This is like $89 or $100 a person. They're $90.
She's planning a party at 100
that's too
ahead.
much.
Bro, it's a bunch of 90-year-olds. All we need is like 9 ambulances, like it's a NASCAR race, because fucking people are gonna be dying left and right.
Is she a with it 90?
She's 100%.
Wow, awesome.
With it?
100% with it.
Oh, okay, that's
Does she
good.
drink?
She drinks. She's mean. Fuck, she's the meanest grandmother you could ever have. She fucking hates me.
Why does she hate
It's
you?
every time I look at her, like, if we're by herself, she'll show her teeth like a fucking dog. She wants me. She starts rolling her dentures around in her mouth and fucking high fucking me.
Oh, that's great.
She don't like me.
What's her name?
Elvira.
There you go.
Yeah.
And why doesn't she like you, do you
She
think?
thinks I'm a piece of shit.
For what?
She always
For what
thought that.
She
reason?
thinks everything I'm up to is bullshit.
So in other words, she knows you.
I'm like, I'm a chef. I'm a chef. She's like, you're a fucking cook.
That's what now.
I'm just a cook.
I told him this yesterday.
Your brother, on the other hand, closest thing to God you'll ever see.
I told him this the other day.
fucked up.
My mom's 83. My mom's 83, and somehow or another down in Alabama, us on here has drifted down to somebody in my mom's Sunday school class, because my mom asked me yesterday, "Are you doing some kind of radio show in New York?"
Shit.
And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Is one of the guys a cook?" I go, "Yes, he is." And I go, "And the other one's black." And she's like, "Ooh,
What an awful show.
I go, "The cook
got
is,
it.
What's the
cook is
show called?
actually
The Help?
I tell her, but the cook is actually Cuban, and the other guy's black."
Almost on fire today.
It's like, Opie, what is it? Does Opie have his staff on?
So she's like, "Are people listening to this?" I go, "Well, you're the one that brought it up to me." So I
told
guess
her about it?
Somebody in her Sunday school class.
Wow.
Literally, I have no idea how she found this
The
out.
word's out.
I was talking to her 2 days ago. But the funniest, I told him the other night. She goes, and one of them he's a cook. I'm like,
That's
"Well,
me,
he's a
Grandma.
chef."
Hi, how are you?
He's a chef.
Wow. That's
I do
wild.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, mitzvahs. Yeah, my grandmother thinks I'm.
So you're paying for this thing?
Fuck, it's gonna be like 10 grand, bro. I'm not fucking happy.
Ouch. So why do you have to be there? Just fucking send the check. If she hates you, then you stay up here and have a good time with us.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
you gotta be there.
I can't survive with my mom calling me for the next 5 years, bringing up
guilt.
this
Saying
fucking
you didn't
party.
do it right.
Yeah.
Right.
She'll wear me down to nothing.
She'll guilt you
You
down.
just have to cave in and go.
She has nothing to do but call me.
and bother him.
Where's this going? Where's this going down?
Miami.
Miami, you
Fort
said?
Lauderdale, Gigi's.
Fort
Real
Lauderdale.
nice on the water.
Okay.
I mean, it's a beautiful place.
Nice.
And my brother doesn't get, because my brother wins a scratch off every time he opens his check. So it's like, hey! You know what I mean? So he doesn't feel a fucking thing. You know what I mean?
He's not going to feel the pain of that.
He won't even know he wrote the check. And I'll be seething for a year. I'll be talking shit.
What does he do that he's so
He's a
wonderful?
cardiothoracic surgeon.
Surgeon.
Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
fucked.
See,
You're
party's
totally
over.
fucked. Yeah, you're
Like,
totally-
everyone stops arguing. It's like, all right, he's all right.
That's got it.
Yeah.
He's the real deal. That
And not
dude.
only that, he got his doctorate and his MBA from Harvard at the same fucking time.
Show
Yeah.
off.
He's like Twiggy from Battlestar Galactica, bro. He's a genius.
And I tell you this, Carl's brother actually going to come April 10th. He'll be at the show. He's not going out there with us. So he'll be there at the underground.
He's gonna
Me
do
what
some
I look
vascular
like if I was
surgery.
successful.
Just leave one of your goofy hats and your glasses so your brother
Think it's
looks
him.
like you.
That's cool. That's what you
We'll
got
have you
out,
make a
right?
tape or
Goofy
something.
hats.
We'll make a video.
I saw you had a Jazz It Up hat. That was nice.
One of the guys that
That's what
I'm a
I'm
big
gonna do.
fan of the show.
Yeah. See, that's his brother. So you just tell him to grow a little beard.
Oh, wow.
We'll put the wacky
That's
hat on
hilarious.
and the
His brother-
glasses.
My wife is so funny. She calls me. She goes, "Carl, where are you?" I says, "I'm at Marie." She goes, "Can you come to Madison?" I said, "Why?" She goes, "So someone's here for you." I'm like, "They asked for me." He goes, "He's wearing a fucking Jazz It Up shirt." Get the fuck over here. It's fucking starting to look like a circus over here.
Jazz it up!
Jazz it up. I swear to God, when I saw that picture on Twitter,
Look,
there it is.
And he shows up with the Russian dress.
Yes!
Dude.
This is the Jazz It Up tour. tour. That's the name of the show. April 10th, Jazz It Up.
And
Yeah,
look,
right
dude,
on.
look at how
So affiliated.
And Opie corrupts people. This dude is a 6th-generation Swiss butcher. So he makes his own bacon. He brought some bacon. It was incredible, right?
Whoa.
This dude's awesome. But Opie's in his fucking head, and he's sitting there.
Nice.
He's from Switzerland.
Nice.
And he's like, with his Jazz It Up fucking, my wife's like,
That is
just get
too
over
funny.
here. Just fucking people with Jazz It Up hats. I'm trying to make a living here. You got a fucking circus.
Trying to run a business.
Jazz it up. It's
People
the
coming in
dumbest
here
thing
with
ever.
Kraft salad dressing
Oh,
in bottles
really?
and weird fucking hats.
Really cool fucking dude. Really cool
it's
fucking
too
dude.
good.
And
I can't keep up with the advice I'm giving people on Twitter with their food, man.
the
I
best
can't
is
your
keep
son.
up with
the
it.
best is there was this one dude, he's like lethal. This one dude who's lethal on Twitter. Like fucking hated me, right? Fucking keep Cuban off the show. I hate Cuban. I hate him. Blah, blah, blah. Then one day he sends me a DM. And he says,
Was it Paul?
He says, I hate you, but my daughter knows you from the Food Network. Could you send a little hello?
Oh my
You should have
god!
told
So
him,
after
eat a
being mean
dick.
to you, he had to ask you a
Eat a
favor.
dick, you should have told him.
Yeah.
And his little daughter
no,
to eat
I
a
was
dick
nice.
too.
I was nice.
Both of them.
How mean
Fuck
he
off.
is.
I was nice.
You fucking troll. And your
nice.
troll bitch ass
You don't get a
daughter.
lot of mean Sherrod. You really don't.
Sherrod doesn't fucking forget.
No, that's
No,
but
I
you don't
know.
really see a lot. He's
Hold a
pretty
grudge.
even keeled.
I turned a few recently.
I'll hold a grudge.
I've turned a few on Twitter recently.
I lost one. This guy fucking asshole. This dude. It's always like the people close to you, right? So this guy's from Jersey. His name is Terry.
Yeah.
You saw me. I kept fucking. I'm like, dude, your name's Terry. I don't care what you say. That's like not even a man name, right? So he keeps fucking with me, like to Opie, like keep Cuban off the show. Like, okay, dude, you got 3 followers. We heard you. So
Nobody's.
Gotcha.
So I go on his Facebook and I see that he takes pictures like of sporting events and stuff. So then I got upset already. I just fucking so I said, all right, bro, I'll stay off the show. And if I ever want to see somebody, if I ever need pictures of boys playing sports, I'll fucking call you. And that was it.
Good.
The wheels came off.
Good.
Well, yeah, we
Fucking Terry, what a dick.
me and you had
You
a
were
pasta.
assholes.
We had a pasta war last night. Me and Carl Ruiz on Twitter.
Wait, where were you? Where's this picture?
Opie was.
I tweeted my dinner, and then Carl tweeted his.
No, that
that's
wasn't.
good.
That was my
That's today.
breakfast. I had huevos rancheros.
Well,
That's so good.
I love women.
that was
That's
Carl's.
mine.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's
Lovely.
pasta.
That's red though.
That's pasta,
that's
baby.
just all right. You know.
Are you kidding
red
me?
sauce.
I sell 200 of those a week.
That's some good shit. That's good pasta.
Yeah,
What was
it
that?
does
What's the
look
name of
good.
that one?
But I mean,
That's
mine.
rigatoni,
There's
meatballs,
mine.
and sausage.
There's mine, bro.
Yeah, that's. Thank you.
Look how small, thin, and smooth. They look like Asian dicks.
It's like a
That looks like school lunch.
it's like a plate of afterbirth.
E-Rock's right. It looks like school
Oh,
lunch.
let me defend myself with my tweet. It says, "Beat this tonight, Carl Weeds. My pasta game is strong. Crushed red pepper on top, paper plate and plastic fork for easy cleanup.
Jazz it up.
Hashtag
Jazz it up. Who is that sample? Is that Mingus? Who is it? Charles, it's not Mingus?
Oh, I want that.
And then Carl tweets
that
this.
looks
Then he
amazing.
tweets his pasta dish.
Oh,
Right.
And then Carl retweets me and goes, "I'd rather eat that book that's in the picture."
That was funny. I thought that was really funny.
Look at that, huh? We do a good job at Marie's.
That's wonderful.
That
fresh
looks
peppers and
unbelievable.
everything.
I want that so bad.
Go get your shine box.
And then this morning,
Shine box.
this morning I put the huevos. I have my wife makes the best huevos rancheros. I mean, they're my favorite.
No, I know.
Vic,
She's made it for me.
I fucked up, Vic.
Just made it for me.
I fucked up. I didn't know.
Look at how perfect that egg is.
What's on there now? What's
That's a
on
good
there
looking.
exactly?
So it's a fresh corn tortilla that we make, right?
Yeah.
A refried beans, avocado, pico de gallo, sriracha crema, fresh Mexican cheese.
He rocks moaning.
No, I can hear him. Yeah.
Comes to
with an
Zamboni.
egg.
He's ripping up.
That egg is perfect. That egg looked
The
perfect.
egg is perfect.
perfect.
Look what can you please
Black beans, Carl? Black beans, right?
Go with the black beans.
Black beans.
Yeah, mulata. And look what Opie writes. The egg is broken.
I stepped in shit today. I'll explain in a second, but I stepped in some shit.
No,
what do you mean it's not broken?
The egg's not broken.
On Opie's Twitter.
So good. Whose fish
Look
is
at this
that?
fucking guy.
I stepped in shit today, though.
Look what he writes.
This is a bad one.
What happened?
Go down, you'll see it. It's what I write.
My wife got so fucking mad.
Yeah, because I didn't realize she's giving me the finger. I wrote.
There it is.
Here it is.
Broken egg yolk fail. Me and my wife. My wife. She's mad now.
She gave me the finger. She goes, "My yolks are never broken." It's a picture of her giving me the finger. But then I wrote, because now I'm like, fuck, I didn't know she made it.
That's awesome, Carl. That's awesome. That's really funny.
Good.
So then I wrote, I didn't realize she made that, so I went, where's the one? Yeah, but this was also, I write Carl, I go, but this was all supposed to be just some silly fun.
Look what I write.
Fun, right? Nervous laugh.
I write, jazz it up, big mouth.
Get your shine box and jazz it up.
Fucking.
I don't want Marie.
I got 4 foot 11 Sicilian. That's like a billy goat. Like you can't tell her to stop.
Is her name Marie?
Yeah.
She's Marie.
That's Marie.
She's the original Marie. Okay.
Whoa.
I can flip it on
What's going on?
Bro,
Oh, that's so funny.
we got to take a quick break. We got a special surprise guest coming in 10 minutes.
Boo.
All right.
I'll tell you guys off air, but
Okay.
nice
Marie?
little surprise in 10 minutes.
Marie's coming in to slap you in the face.
E-Rock brought 3 lawyers in to tell him why you're not going to the comedy show.
I didn't want to get her involved. Fuck. She likes me still, right?
No, she
thinks
hates you now.
She likes you. She likes you without the beard. She said you're very attractive.
Ladies love Opie.
I'm sitting straight
These
up
girls
again.
always coming out here.
Yeah.
Pull another fucking egg bullshit though. It's all.
My back doesn't hurt today, Carl. All right, listen, we got to do breaks. April 10th is the big comedy show. It's happening
Yes,
at the
8
Village
p.m.
Underground.
Yes,
And to
Comedy
get
Cellar.
tickets is
ComedyCellar.com.
Yes, sir.
Any other plugs needed before a quick break?
Go to Pop's Diner in Madison. Do the right thing. We
And
take
go-
credit cards now.
Yay.
Oh, we got our machine. We're all set. We're all set. And it has nothing to do with SiriusXM radio, and Opie can go there.
Yay.
These niggas.
Happy he is.
Why are you so racist?
I don't love it. It ain't even racist.
I'm gonna give you the rest of my time for plugs the rest of the night. How
What do you
about
got, Sherrod?
What? Race Wars. Patreon.com/Race Wars. Check it out.
And Vic Henley.
I'm with Kathleen Madigan in Illinois, April 6, 7, and 8. So go to KathleenMadigan.com and you can see that. It's Bloomington, Galesburg, and Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about you promote the show that Carl does called Roland's Food Court, which is on SiriusXM On Demand, and a new episode 9 o'clock on
We have
Sunday.
a new one where
Don't promote that shit until they treat you better, Carl.
Yeah, Carl. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Carl.
Yeah, Opie's not going to be there at April 10th either.
Did you just Flavor Flav? Do you really just?
Oh my God!
It's one of the only impressions I do.
That was great.
Oh, my dick went backwards.
So committed. You committed.
My dick's in my stomach right there.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. Special guest, old friend, stopping by. He'll be here in 10 minutes. We'll be right back.
Young man. Clean living.
That was a great text. I'm like, hey, man, I'm coming by in 10 minutes. Put me in the fucking system.
Yeah.
You've been kind of teasing this for a little while.
No, yeah, I got a little break from work, so I figured I'd say hello to the friends.
Are you guys live this weekend?
Yeah.
Who's hosting?
Scarlett Johansson.
And the musical guest?
Lord.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, good old Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back.
Remember Lord?
Yeah.
What song was it again?
We could be.
Oh, yeah. You posted a hell of a thing on Instagram, Mr. Davidson.
Yeah. I've been kind of MIA for a little bit, so I figured I'd just,
Tell everybody.
Yeah, it makes me feel better when, I don't live a lie.
Everyone feels better when you don't live.
Yeah, I've always been pretty honest, so I just, I kind of felt guilty not saying it.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'm healthy and awake and drinking coffee.
No more pot?
No more pot, no more shrooms, no more drinking, and no more cigs.
Everything?
Everything. It sucks, Opie.
He went to the E-Rock after that.
He's waving at E-Rock.
Fucking.
I like the honesty, though.
No, yeah, it
What
really
sucks about
blows.
it?
It's just like Burr did a bit about it, but it's so true. It's like the days are so long,
Right.
and like everything sucks. Like movies aren't as good. Music, I can't listen to rap.
Video games?
Nothing. It like
Wow.
Wait, you can't listen to rap? Kid
No.
Cudi is one of your favorites.
Cudi I can listen to.
I
'cause
got
he's
turned
not-
on to a couple Kid Cudi songs because of you.
He's incredible, and he doesn't just rap about weed and stuff. So it's like, so it's fine.
Be careful with the reindeer antler bottle opener.
Yeah, who brought that shit in?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Carl wanted
You
one.
fucking hick.
Carl wanted one.
Carl,
I blame Carl.
I could back Vic up on
Yeah.
this. Yes,
Carl
Carl
wanted
wanted it. Vic
Who's
brought it in.
Carl?
Carl the Mad Cuban. You know the Cuban? You know the Cuban?
I don't think so.
Pete,
He's one of the regular.
he's doing the
cast of
opposite of you
characters.
right now.
Oh, he's.
He's on.
I mean,
Cuban?
yeah, when he's like
Hold
drinking
on.
so much that he wants an antler to.
Well, I put somebody gave me that. I had two of them, and then I put a picture of it on somewhere. And Carl sent me a direct message and said, "Bring me one of those, please." And I'm like, "Okay." So I brought him the antler.
How old is Carl?
I don't know, 40.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
one
it's
of
a
those
little-
guys. He
it's a
could
little
be
sad.
He could be 35 or 50. We don't really.
Yeah,
know.
we don't know how old he is. He's Cuban.
Yeah,
That's true. You can
tell.
never tell.
You can't tell.
Puerto
no.
Rican, Cuban, they all look
true.
like
Right.
they're 40 forever.
Yep.
so,
Exactly.
So it just sucks, but you felt like you had to do this, though.
Yeah, I was just, I'm having dreams now.
Right.
Which is cool. I haven't had dreams in 8 years.
You're actually sleeping
I'm
at night.
sleeping
that's,
at
that's
night.
called sleeping.
Yeah.
Not passing out.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I wake up like 9 o'clock, no alarm. I have energy. It sucks, dude. It's fucking so long.
So if it sucks, how do you get around that eventually?
Well, I'm still detoxing, so apparently, like in like a month, my doctor said I'll feel great.
Right.
And Dr. Steve's been super helpful.
There you go.
Oh,
See?
good old Dr.
Nice.
Steve. He helps all of us.
Wrote me some scripts
Here's the
today.
Cuban.
Send me your
Oh,
stats.
hey, man. Oh,
You
yeah,
know
you're
the
definitely
Cuban?
50. How are you, man? Good to see you. You left your...
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Carl, that's Pete Davidson.
I know, I'm a big fan of his.
Oh, I'm
And
a
there's
big fan of
Sherrod.
you.
Fucking funny.
Hey.
Young Pete,
How are you?
Exactly.
all right.
Be careful.
You just felt like
go.
you felt like it was just time. I mean, we could certainly talk about other things, but
No,
I have so much to ask you about
Yeah,
this.
it was. I didn't realize it was gonna get out there like that. I thought like just a couple people on Instagram would be like, "Oh, good for you."
right. No, everyone's writing about it.
No, it's good. I just didn't want it to get worse. It's only gonna get harder to quit stuff. So
Yeah.
I figured I'd do it now. And also, I kind of
Did you have a moment with your mom or your girl or something?
Yeah, I had some rough times, and like she was really great and stuck by, and I just also was kind of getting this rep a little bit as
Right.
like this drug guy.
Oh, yeah, you
This-
don't want that.
This pot fucking dude. So I just really didn't like that.
Right.
So yeah.
Excellent. Proud of you.
Yeah, you don't want to
You
be
look
known
like you
as-
lost some weight.
I did. Thank you. Yeah.
You look good. Or it's the beard.
It's the beard and
the
I
beard.
lost a couple pounds.
Couple LBs. We've been having a good time in here, Pete. We miss you, bro.
Oh, I miss you guys so much.
It's been way too fucking long.
You look good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
How long has it been now?
It's about 3 weeks.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
You're hanging in there.
Hanging in there.
And he said it's still another month, maybe?
Yeah. Well, because I've been high for like 8 years, it's
Okay.
going to take
All right. I believe you.
take a little while to...
How many
You gotta
mo-
get it out of your bones.
I spent...
It's in his bone marrow.
It's soaked into his
Also,
bones.
when you're sober, you like kind of look into like how much you spent, and like it's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's really
I
gross.
spent like $200 grand on like weed.
Right. How are you feeling your days right now?
Exercising.
Basketball?
Nice.
Let's go shoot.
I would play. I have like I have so much time now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been
That's what 24 hours feel
Yeah.
like.
I've been going to
no
like
idea.
movies,
Right.
Yeah.
like maybe 2 movies a week to just
Okay.
get out.
Okay.
It's you just have to find stuff to fill time and like learn how to be different, I guess.
How much shrooming were you doing? Like once a week?
Yeah, I was,
Really?
I was shrooming
Shrooming
pretty hard. The
once a
yeah,
week?
like
That's
since New Year's, I was shrooming pretty hard. Wow. And once the trips they started getting really bad because you're only supposed to do it like
Yeah.
every 6 months.
Correct.
Right.
And yeah, it was starting to get a little scary. Yeah.
Like, what was one of the worst trips?
I just like usually I do it and like after you do shrooms you're like you have like this epiphany and you like feel better and you're like oh life and all this stuff and it was like the opposite. Oh, it was just like you should die. Like,
how long it lasted? A few hours?
Yeah, like 6 hours.
Oh,
and like it would immediately the second they would kick in, and then I would do them again and like not learn my lesson. So
wow,
yeah. So, but yeah. Yeah, guys. So, yeah, that Donald Trump. Trump. This fucking guy.
Funny as fuck.
You're still with the girl?
Yeah, a year and a half.
Nice.
It's been a while.
It's been great.
Man.
She's the best. You guys would love her.
And is Lauren helpful with this whole thing?
He's been honestly like the most supportive, dude around this thing, and everybody at the show has been really positive and really helpful. I hate to say it sounds like such a stereotypical. I wish I'd be like, yo, people suck, but everybody's been really, really good.
That's great.
Nice.
This is going to turn into some good comedy for you.
Yeah, I'm just, dude, I'm so bored. It's so boring. So fucking bored. I can't.
I brought the bottle of vodka in here a second ago and took it out.
Also, you sweat a lot.
Yeah.
Like the next month or like I wake up, like it looks like someone dumped a bucket of water on me.
Yeah.
But hopefully that fucking stops soon.
How the fuck do you get around that? The boredom and just changing your entire life.
You got to get different hobbies.
Yeah.
Change your lifestyle.
Yeah, exercise has been helping.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm out there.
You just have to eat up time.
Right.
Reading the paper. I feel like I'm fucking. It's sad, bro. It's real sad.
There's a salad pennies.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd hear Pete Davidson go, I read the paper.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Wake
sad.
up, get the New York Times.
There you go.
Sit with my coffee.
Front to back, right?
Yep.
That's a biggie.
Yeah, you just got to eat up time, and then you feel better.
And then eventually, though, you won't think of that time thing, I would assume.
Yeah.
It's just right now. Yeah, it's just right now.
Yeah, they're like one more month. And,
I love that you were just honest about it, because a lot of people that they go, oh, it's great, I could do so much. You missed it. He goes, it fucking sucks.
No, it sucks. I mean, I'm happier.
Right.
And like not.
But you
in my own
understand
head.
it's great. The long term, you understand that you will be all right and in a better place.
Well, the bad shroom thing too. That can get you. He's
That will
totally
get
right.
you.
I had the one time I did it 2 days in a row. The second day I just sat in a hotel and cried all day long.
Yeah, me and Ricky did.
It was just I was in a mess.
Me and Ricky did shroom. I did them 2 days in a row, and we did them on his roof.
Right.
And this wall was just really mad at me, and then I shit my pants.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you got to take
And
a
then I
break.
sat in it. I didn't like go downstairs and like change. I just
You sat in the shit and mushed it?
an hour in, and it just sat there.
Yeah, but
What the fuck did Ricky say?
He just laughed for 5 hours. Ricky don't give a fuck.
I think if any of us
He
were
quit.
there, we would have laughed too, right?
He quit too.
Yeah, good.
So we've been doing it together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I saw him about 2 weeks
Ricky
ago.
who?
Ricky Velez. You gotta get Ricky on the show.
Yeah, you gotta get him in here.
Yeah,
You gotta
He's
have him.
Yeah, Ricky's
fucking
funny, dude.
hilarious.
Yeah,
One of
he's
the
a great
funniest
guy.
people out
No
there.
question about it.
Yeah, great guy.
Is Pete's tattoos a drug regret? That's just
No, I love him.
You got great tattoos.
Yeah, they're not bad. I just got this thing.
Whoa.
Yeah. The reason why I don't regret them is because like I have money and I got good guys.
Right,
I don't
right.
have like prison tats.
No, you got great tattoos.
But yeah, no, that's the only thing I could like feel now. So it's
He's gonna have mad
Yeah,
tattoos.
love it.
He's gonna drink a lot of coffee.
just no neck, no hands.
Right.
That's the rule. Yakuza style.
I lost a little touch with you, but I saw you at SNL. I turned to my wife. I'm like, hey, something's up. And I meant it in a good way.
Well, I was gone for like a couple episodes.
You just looked healthier or something.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
gained
you
a
got
bunch of
colors.
weight.
Yeah. Look good.
Yeah. I guess there's some bonuses. Mom's happy. And,
Your mom's happy.
Yeah.
How's your fuck game? Are you fucking better?
Yes.
You lasting longer with the fuck
yeah.
game? Dick is listening to you.
And also, it's not like 3/4 hard. It's like fully like I wake up with boners now for the first time since I was like 16.
You see?
All right, you got to build off these type of things.
That's great.
Right?
There's comedy there.
Build off the boners.
Yeah, there's some jokes in there.
Well,
The New York Times is a little rough.
I've been
but-
like trying to jerk off a lot to get all like the bad kids out because I probably have like 8 years of like retards in my cum.
You're trying to clear out the stadium. stadium.
Yeah.
He draining the swamp.
Trying to get all the real out.
He's truly draining the swamp.
Really is. He means it when he says it.
No, I'm serious.
It ain't no bullshit.
A lot of tards in my balls right now.
A bunch of felons in there.
Tons of Riri.
Well, sometimes drug use can make your kid a genius.
Yeah.
It's once in a, you know.
Like, have you ever seen like a lot of rappers' kids?
Yeah.
They look pretty off.
Wait a minute. What do I think now?
I'm not going to name names.
Oh, Daddy got a pretty good kid. You know, his kid went to USC or whatever playing football. And,
Yeah, but I don't think Diddy really. I think he was just like a drinker.
Yeah,
I don't think he was like a drug guy. He's always been pretty about his business.
Who's been like a drug guy in the rap game?
I guess Wiz and.
Yeah, his kid might be a little.
Yeah. We're going to rethink this now?
Watch it.
I don't know.
You want to be friends with these guys.
I love Wiz.
What the fuck, Sherrod?
I love Wiz. But, you know, if you use drugs, it can make a kid a genius or it can make a kid, you know.
Go either way. It's a toss-up, you think?
It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
But a lot of, you know, big artists, parents were drug abusers, and so were they.
Right.
Yeah, my dad was a coke guy.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Was he a functional coke guy, though? Like, he could still work and shit and pay
Well,
bills?
He's a fireman. He probably was like, let's put out some fire. But how did
I found out he's starting his own fires to put them out.
I literally found out because I started like hanging out with my dad's friends, trying to like learn some stories, and then they started. They would be like, "Oh, me and your dad used to do blow all the time," and I was like, "Why are you telling me this?"
Yeah, how about you tell me another memory?
Yeah, what about the basketball
time you went to the
stuff?
Rangers game?
Yeah,
exactly.
Do you think that was genetic? Like maybe he passed it to you? Like the kind of...
yeah. My mom later on was like something. He had like a chemical imbalance, and I was like, it all kind of made sense after that.
Right.
It's better knowing than not knowing.
Yeah.
Coke guy. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's why I didn't have kids. Thank God I didn't have kids because
thank God, bro.
My kid would have OD'd like time he was 7.
No,
Just from hanging out with you?
Bad. That's no good, man.
Very uplifting
He was sitting on that one since I started talking about my balls.
Right. He's been waiting.
He was like, when it's my turn, I'm going to shock the world.
I think Carl's starstruck.
I am starstruck.
This is a different Carl.
Don't be.
He likes
I'm
you.
an idiot.
It's Pete. It's
I
our
know.
buddy.
I watch him every Saturday.
It's Petey.
That's my Tony Robbins right there.
Yeah, we had Tony Robbins in earlier. If you want to, make some money, we
Fuck that giant. Fucking dumb fuck. Made a career off of being a liar.
Oh my God.
I wish I was in with him.
Oh my God.
What was his lies,
what
Vic
would you
Henley?
say to him?
Fucking.
I believe Petey's saying he's a bit of a charlatan, a snake oil salesman.
What,
Yeah.
Is that who do you say that about?
I'm saying
you say that
you're
about
saying
him.
that about him. is
No,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
he's a giant idiot. No, because I don't like people like that because they make money off of people that are looking for help.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they make them
He saved this
believe.
man's
He saved
life.
that
We got
guy's
one
life
of this
on
man's
Twitter.
life right here. This dude. Right here.
Did he really?
10 years ago.
Yeah.
He really did.
You
It
bought
worked.
that bullshit? I think you did it.
I bought it all.
I think you did it yourself.
Get on mic there.
No, I think you did it yourself.
You think he did himself? But
that's
sometimes
part
you
of
need
it.
inspiration.
He's
Maybe
saying
Yeah, what he was like, Shallow Hal has a gal, and fucking you just started feeling better.
That's Carl's friend. He went to a seminar, and by the end of the weekend, his whole life was
he bought a
completely
whole bunch
changed.
I was a
of
millionaire.
Did he
Yeah.
touch your head and all that
No,
shit?
we walked on fire. There's a lot to it.
Did you walk on fire for real?
We did.
Pete's have none of it.
Yeah.
I hate that dude.
You know, he had a problem with the walking on fire.
That's the not
About a
drugs
year ago.
talking.
Yeah, he burnt. Somebody got their feet burned.
Yeah,
got
you're
burned.
walking on fucking fire.
Oh shit.
Of course, there's going to be repercussions for that.
He was all right, though, with the walking on fire.
I did it 4 times.
4
You know,
times? Why were you
fine.
doing more than once?
I brought people there.
Right.
You know? I wanted to make sure they got it.
You got to defend Tony Robbins now.
Yeah, bro. Defend your boy.
That's a shitty
doesn't
person
need
to have
any
to
help.
defend for the rest of your
He's gonna be
life.
okay.
He was almost crying in front of Tony Robbins, Pete.
He almost lost it. He almost lost it.
And then we made a joke, and we
good
got
for
him
you.
out of
It
it.
worked for you. That's great for you. I just think he's a fraud.
You don't need the whole book. Just stay positive.
No.
There you
Fucking-
go. One sentence. Just don't let bad shit get you down.
I
There
can
you
say
go.
this: his personality hasn't changed.
He's lovely.
It's the same.
He's the same.
Absolutely lovely.
Same guy.
Little mean boy.
You hate that his body's too big?
It's a little mean boy. It's a little mean boy.
Dude,
So why do you hate Tony Robbins' big body?
No, just like the idea of this giant, like, speaker is ridiculous.
His head was huge.
Yeah, he's a
Vic did go after his head as soon as he walked in.
As soon as he walked in the room, I'm like, the size of your head has been, I thought was exaggerated.
No,
it's not. It's a goddamn fire hydrant.
I forgot to mention that. You went right at him when he came in.
Vic went right at him.
He just started talking about his head immediately. It was great. I'm not saying it was bad.
Jack Black is small, but like, look.
He's
just
big.
Look at that.
He's a big boy. His hand is huge too.
Yeah, he has oven mitts.
Right.
I just don't like he has like a Netflix special and like all these people are like crying and clap. It's just like, it's like
you don't like self-help motherfuckers.
That dude's worth $100 million.
$500 million.
Fuck him, man. Seriously, him and that dude that bought Comedy TV with Byron Allen.
Byron Allen.
That fucking
He's a piece of shit. I'll go with that on you.
Wait, why is he a piece of shit?
Well,
he's just a known fucking dick. You know?
Yeah, his show is like hacky because it's basically like, what about your wife? And then they do like a 2-minute bit.
Yeah.
And he bought this channel and he only runs his own show on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps all of his money.
He makes a lot of money, that
and doesn't
motherfucker.
spread the wealth. And he's chider and shit. He doesn't spread the wealth. He doesn't pay the... It'd be like if he's the club owner that doesn't pay the comics.
So is he making money off the comics?
He's making a fucking
material.
material.
He doesn't pay those dudes. He probably pays them $500 for an appearance.
That's exactly what it is.
He started doing comedy at like 15 or 14. His mother used to bring him to the factory or whatever.
He was on Real People. That's how he got his start. He was on the 70s television show Real People.
Oh, my God.
With fucking Skip Stevenson, who was also another comedian. And he was like a teenage... Yeah, he never was really funny. He ain't funny. But he doesn't spread the wealth. He's got all this money off of comics' backs, and he hadn't fucking shared any of it.
There comes a time you start spreading it out.
The reason why it pisses me off is because, like, I have people that open for me, and I always, you always take care of them. You know what it's like to do fucking $8 spots.
Yes. I couldn't believe you gave me like $5,000 open for you at the Skirball
all the time.
So.
That's not true.
You don't want that out there. That can win either way. Shows he's a good guy, but he doesn't want that out there.
I was just throwing out. I knew he'd take it. I knew he would correct that.
This guy wants to talk to you about quitting weed.
All right.
We can take like one or two of these.
Yeah.
All right. We don't have to turn it into that, but hold on. Where's this?
I'm about to get yelled at by some fucking trucker in Ohio right now.
How you gonna quit weed?
Man, weed not a drug.
All right, here's Jay in Los Angeles. Jay, go ahead. Pete Davidson in studio.
Fuck no, I'm not a trucker. I'm calling from L.A. I actually work in the business. I manage a dispensary out here. I don't want to say which one it is.
No, that's great. It's a booming business. I don't hate that.
Yeah, dude. But I quit on Halloween, and I fucking been dreaming like crazy. I actually took acid. It sounds ironic. I took acid on Halloween and just like fucking opened up my. I don't know. It was a whole different perspective. So I don't know. You're having crazy dreams. I'm having like
vivid, crazy dreams.
Yeah.
Right. How is your appetite? Yeah. That's been a problem for me.
It's not like that fat fuck Heavies, but it's not bad.
It's my friend Heavy. He's a little big boy.
Yeah.
You guys would love him.
So he quit weed to do acid?
No, he did acid and had a realization.
And then said, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
And do you feel the urge to go back at any time or no?
No, I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all. I mean, I'm not really replacing. I mean, I'm drinking a little bit, but like, it's I don't miss it. And I'm surrounded by that shit, but...
What I miss is the preparation, like the breaking it down, rolling it, putting the filter in, being like, look at the good joint I rolled.
I'm a big boy.
You gotta take up a pottery class or something.
I came a long way. I used to have to like put it on the table and like scrumple it up, and there'd be holes in it, and now I'm like, I can roll perfect.
The process is just as much of an addiction as the fucking smoking it.
Yeah.
Right. Just going through it, right?
Anyway, just wanted to chime in.
Okay, bye.
He wants us to move on to our shit. That's great.
Thanks for saying exactly what I fucking said 20 minutes ago.
How is it being at SNL with the ratings, man? Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, it's on fire right now.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
It is.
20 years? Is it 20-year high? Something like that?
Yeah, first time in 20 years the ratings are pretty nuts.
How much you gonna contribute that to Trump?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Let's give the credit where credit's due now.
It's all Alec Baldwin.
Wow.
How about Melissa McCarthy as the Spice Girl?
Oh, that was fucking incredible.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
so funny.
Really funny. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But is there a different energy in the hallways?
Yeah, everybody feels good. Like we feel like we're a part of something that's good,
right?
As opposed to how it was.
How Obama ruined it. I hear you.
Unfunny motherfucker.
Yeah, just being a good dude.
Yes.
Coming here trying to help people.
Who needs a good president in there?
I also think the hosts this year have been killing it. Like Chappelle and
Definitely.
even Aziz did great.
Chappelle, Jesus.
Yeah. That was, I think, the best episode in history.
His
of
monologue
SNL.
was ridiculous.
Outstanding. Killer.
Love him, man. Yeah.
So
maybe he'll join us at the Village Underground. Maybe
There's a good chance of it.
Yeah.
Look at my face. There's a good chance of it.
There's 2 specials coming out.
Yes, he's doing something. He's going around.
Opie will
with
not
stuff.
be there. I hope he's already canceling.
Carl is sticking with the joke.
there's a guy, Pete. There's a guy.
Carl, thank you.
There's a guy that just says he's been sober 19 years. It gets way better. So.
All right, thank you, guy. That
does.
tells me that all the time. Everybody's been super good though. I've been getting a lot of calls and people that are really sober, and I'm gonna go to meetings with Jimmy and Colin and fucking
Nice.
dumb Voss.
Yeah, I was going to say the Voss was helpful.
Yeah.
Some.
No, yeah, he's helpful. He's starting to dress like a fucking 18-year-old boy in high school that doesn't have friends that's trying to be cool.
And like Nick Cannon in that movie.
He's Nick Cannon.
Love them pussy thing.
Love no cause of thing.
At the, I don't know, at the Patrice benefit, me and Burr were making fun of him. He wore like, I don't know if you could find the picture, but
I saw the pic.
He wore a blue shirt and then an off blue fedora.
He thought the hat matched the shirt.
Yeah. That's the hat.
Yeah.
That though, if you go back,
he's a little worried about ageism. This Voss.
Yeah, that's the hat.
There's the hat, and then he had a blue shirt to match it. Yeah.
No, yeah, he's trying. He gets a Rolex and like all the, he's getting all tatted up.
He dressed like Bruno Mars.
Yeah,
That annoys me.
Bothers you a little bit.
I step right on his sneakers every time I see him.
It's so funny typing in
Valedictorian suit.
2017 Rich Voss. No, never been Googled before ever.
I see David Tell once again dressed for the occasion.
Dave and Judah have like the same outfits
for
all the
20
time.
years.
It's classic.
Yeah. Oh, no one complains. That's for sure.
David Tell is
it's a hell of a way to.
nobody
uniform.
gives that dude enough credit. He's a top 5 all time.
He's ridiculous.
Make you want to quit.
Yeah,
But
I mean, all
not-
comics give
fucking
him credit.
infuriating.
Comedians give him credit, but I don't know if the masses do. Like
They should.
deserve
I
it.
think he sells out wherever he goes.
Oh,
Everybody knows Dave.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Everybody
That
knows
show Up All Night, I was talking to the guys at the Food Network, all the execs.
Insomnia.
They all copied
Insomnia, yeah.
it. Like that was all the food, the whole Food
Everybody
Network
knocked it off.
copied
It knocked it
David
off.
Tell.
Yep.
Yeah. He's
Yep.
the original.
Yep.
The
That's
original.
where it all started. You
That's
think?
where I talked
No
to
question
the
about it.
guys that everybody knows it.
Right.
He was one of the best.
Funny motherfucker, I'm telling
dude,
you. Yeah.
funny.
And his
man,
teeth are getting better. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Oh,
I
you got
don't
his
know if
teeth
he's
fixed?
like shaving them down or whatever he's doing. But
Probably got a Dremel.
Give him a little
what
shave.
really bothered me is like I'm on this nicotine pen now, and he calls it nicotine. He goes, "Yeah, it's always the nicotine."
Nicotine.
Yeah.
He's fucking so good.
So you're craving cigarettes still?
No, I just like
Oh, 6 too? You gave up?
gave up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm waking up like
That's great.
it's so great. It's,
So great.
I run on the treadmill.
How would you
I'm
know?
not-
Yeah.
I didn't start smoking pot at 25.
He smokes spliffs.
Yeah.
So like it's
Yeah.
not that bad.
I smoke a little spliffy spliff.
He smokes the ciggy weed.
Yeah,
Which, if you're not ready for it,
And
will
I never
fucking
smoked
light
blunt.
your
Oh,
ass
No,
up.
I hate when if they don't tell you
Yes.
because you hit it like
Yeah.
yeah.
I
No,
give
I
the
know.
heads up though.
Yeah, well, everybody
good with the
knows
heads
now.
up.
Yeah.
everybody knows now,
the
yeah.
They call them charades.
Yes.
You
No,
got your own. You
that's
got your
true.
own industry.
Yeah. Roll a Sherrod
When I was
joint.
like 17, 18, like when I first started out, that was like a known thing. It was like the charades.
The charades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little spliffies. What was that club we did in Staten Island in your house that time?
The loony bin, which was
There's a gig in Staten Island?
yeah. Well, I don't know if it's there
Used to
anymore.
be.
Yeah, but they get these like 50-year-old Italian dudes that
Yeah.
like also like wait tables like at like Italian restaurants there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like fucking. Like Gino
It's
Bisconte headlines there.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
There's Teddy.
Yeah. That Teddy Smith is there.
Well, Teddy's hilarious. But, like, yeah, Eric Tartaglione. Like, who the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Eric Tartaglione. Fucking idiot.
He makes a good slice.
Look at, see what the schedule is. It's all, like, Italian.
But it says he performs at the Brigada.
Yeah. That,
He probably does.
Who
Yeah.
doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vic de Beto, or I never.
Vic's actually hilarious.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Is he the guy with the bread and the milk?
Yeah,
that guy.
He's the guy
that had the viral
screaming
video.
and spitting on YouTube.
Yeah.
Angelo's there. Is he?
Yeah, Angelo's dope.
Angelo.
Larry. See, they're starting to get some city guys.
Okay,
But
yeah.
yeah, it's like, who's that?
I don't know.
Harry Edwards.
Pierre Edwards.
Pierre Edwards.
And Friends.
And Friends. Music by DJ Jess.
Looks like a magician, if I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gotta
man.
be. He's holding cards. That'd be my trick. I don't know. Looks like a magician.
Two
That's April
jokers,
Fool's
though.
Day.
Two jokers.
Taglione.
What? What do you rock?
You're overlooking Paul pronounced it Perry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shut the fuck up, E-Rock.
Thank you.
Fucking sitting on that one, too. I hate when these people sit on these jokes. Oh, I'm going to get them. I love you, E-Rock. I'm sorry.
April 10th, baby. Village Underground. Check it out.
This Pete is ornery.
No, new Pete's.
I like him.
Yeah, it's very,
very
straightforward.
I think it's original Pete.
He ain't fucking around anymore.
No, not Pete Light.
You get rid of your
Full-on
what
Pete.
the fuck was that thing? The Segway thing. The I forgot what they were
Hoverboard.
called.
He had a hoverboard.
Well, I feel bad what I did. Well, I made the guy send me like 30 of them, and then I did this hoverboard sketch and exploded. all of them.
On SNL.
So
though.
and he kind of like got a little mad about that.
Wait a minute.
How could he get mad? It's on SNL. That's cool.
But he blew him up.
I blew them all up and said not to buy them.
That part.
Oh, shit. He told everybody in the office, hey, I sent it to him. Hey, I'm getting a raise.
This was a good skit.
It was
though,
so
man.
funny.
It was very funny. Sweet spirits, hottest gift of the holiday season. You don't see as many. They don't live plugged in. Starts a fire. That's just
I can see why he didn't like this fucking scare.
just go. How many of them? How many did you ruin for the skit?
About like 30. My favorite thing is like the tech guys that they got so excited. This guy Richie, who I love so much, he just loved exploding.
I know
stuff.
Richie. Yeah, I know Richie.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm so happy you wrote this sketch. What? See, we're gonna explode this
voice.
one. I've never used this one. I don't know what it's gonna fucking do. Okay, so maybe cover your eyes for this one, bro."
Oh, that's so Richie. That's too funny.
You lit a guy on fire.
His grandfather.
I felt bad. That guy actually, he's like, "Did you get it? Did you get it?" And then they had to like spray him down and all that stuff.
He wasn't happy about being on fire after all, huh? Yeah. It was really funny. Now we're just watching.
Pretty good.
It's true, right?
We'll tweet it
No
out.
longer sold.
We'll tweet it out just in case.
Yeah, I can see why they get a guy be pissed off.
I like the T-shirt that says "We" on it. That's my favorite part of the whole thing. That's my.
Yeah.
I hope you still have that and wear it.
Of course, I steal all the wardrobe.
Alec Baldwin's saying he's not going to do Trump.
What?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think he's going to continue,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know about that. He actually called me yesterday, which was very nice.
Very cool.
Is that some nice things?
Oh yeah, he's like 32 years sober. So
Yeah.
he
So he was giving you a little pep talk kind of thing.
yeah, he's we're gonna hang out soon. He was very, very sweet. It was weird because he called from a block number and he was like, "I heard this is Alec Baldwin," and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And he was
Ricky,
fucking
thought it was
with me.
Ricky.
Thought it was Ricky. And then he was like, "No, seriously,
Ricky
this is
does do
Alec
it.
Baldwin,"
Yeah,
and I was like,
okay.
"Go fuck yourself, bro."
So what did he say to that?
Half hour later,
He was like, "I don't know what else to say to prove to you, but I'm really Alec Baldwin." And then I was with the writer. We were writing the sketch, and he's like, "I think that's Alec Baldwin. I think you should be nice." But no, he's a good dude. He's a really good dude.
Yeah,
That's cool.
He loves playing that Trump, too. He does it great.
He's good at it, man.
So why won't he do
Yeah.
it anymore if you say?
I don't know. I was in the paper that he's thinking about not doing it anymore.
Nah,
I'm sure
think-
Pete knows way more about this than
Yeah,
me
I mean,
reading something in the
I
dumb
can't
paper.
say anything, but I don't really know too much about it. But I know he does a really great job,
Yeah.
so I'm sure he'll definitely stay around the show.
Right. And Trump's left you guys alone. He's not tweeting about SNL as much.
He's got other things to do.
He's starting to tweet a little less.
He's trying together. Yeah,
he's trying to mature.
He just acts like a 16-year-old in high school.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But that's the kind of billionaire I would be. I wouldn't be an adult. I'd be
like you're the president,
child.
and you're like, fuck SNL, fuck Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's obsessed with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's crazy.
Whether he quit or got fired.
Yeah, he goes. he goes. The ratings aren't good. I'm like, who the fuck cares?
You're the president,
bro.
Yeah.
All that shit's supposed to go away when you become the president.
Think,
right? All that petty shit that we all deal with.
He's getting more petty.
Oh yeah, I think it
I think he's starting
his
to
pettiness.
be like, fuck, I gotta fucking do this for like 4 years.
Yeah, I think he's realizing this stinks.
He's like, I just wanted to
he had an easy life.
He just wants to be, loved.
Yeah,
he wants to.
Yes.
He also wants to be handsome. I don't know. He's been banning newspapers that take not that great photos of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and because he's like, I don't know why you use this photo of me. He's like, I'm a much more handsome person than that. And it's like, why?
Have you seen some of these photos they post?
Let's see.
Rough.
Pull it up, Paul.
They're rough. Where he has wedgies getting on helicopters.
A wedgie?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
He did not get on a helicopter with Hungry Butt.
With his tie choking him and his hair just in a ridiculous fucking form.
And he put scotch tape on the back of all his ties. You saw
Yeah,
that
he keeps the ties down now.
Can we pull it up? And nobody's here.
Yeah, we lost our guy in the corner.
I know it's been said, but it still doesn't feel real.
Right.
It's strange, right?
It's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing ever.
It's going to get some taken used to. It was weird. I'll be honest. It was weird when Obama was president. To have a black president now, it took me time to get used to it.
But at least he was dope.
Yeah, he was dope.
Immediately, people were like, "This guy's suave as fuck,
right. Personable,
can speak,
yes,
the best speaking president in the history of presidents."
I was just obsessed at how bad he was at basketball.
Oh yeah,
nuts.
he plays basketball.
He's a black nerd.
Yeah.
No, because he would say, "Oh, I go back to Chicago on the weekend to play basketball with my boys."
Stop
He's
it.
That
a bunch
guy
of
never
white dudes at the
real
YMCA.
basketball.
The black dude who went to Harvard. You telling me? Didn't he go to Harvard?
I understand, but
he ain't playing no ball.
that
he ain't
famous
shooting
video,
no skelly.
the famous video where all the kids are waiting for him to make one shot. And I think it was up to 20-something misses in a row. And then he went for the layup, and he missed that, too. You've ever seen this video?
Let's show it.
We don't have a guy in the corner right now.
Let's not degrade a really great man.
That's degrading. That's not really
Shots at
degrading.
Tony Robbins.
Fuck
We
him.
can't take shots at
You can't even shoot a basketball.
Can't be a good president and a good basketball player.
It bothered me that he would talk about
Tony
how
Robbins
he was
is one of
good
those
at
kids
it.
that when you played kickball, he kicked it and the ball popped and everyone was like, "Fuck you! You ruined the game
With your big fucking heavy
your
foot.
big stupid feet."
He's 6 foot tall at 10 years old.
Yeah, just
That
a
guy.
brick shithouse.
Just breaking all your toys by accident.
Carl's really happy
Get
you're
him
here.
back in here.
What happened to you, Carl?
I want to listen to him. I want to listen to him.
This is your kryptonite.
One of the funniest guys I've ever seen on SNL.
Oh, that's so
Wow,
sweet.
nice.
Thank you.
Fucking funny.
Oh,
very
he got some edge to him, boy. The motherfucker ain't got no drugs in him.
boy,
That nigga gonna cut Tony Robbins' head
What's
off.
really funny is not funny, but I pray that someone starts something so I can get in a fight.
Now we're relating.
I pray. I walk down the street.
Yes. Now does it sound like me?
I hope it's a photo op or someone. I will fucking beat the shit out. I am so excited.
Yes.
I will bite your skin.
Yes.
And you know what? I just closed my business account so you can't sue me.
Oh yes.
Yeah, put all my money in funds.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Beat a ass.
What do you
I'm from
think it's
the Wisher nigga Woods.
What do you think it's going to take? Is it going to just be a little bump
The
on the side?
smallest thing ever. I'm just so ready.
Remember me at the bar the other night?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you the same thing?
Well, but we didn't understand.
You didn't have to understand. That nigga knew anything.
Carl doesn't understand.
Fucking Pete. I went to a bar with him. Everything was fine. All of a sudden he looks at me and goes, "Fuck that nigga."
Some dude at
To
the
you?
bar. No, I said
No,
it to
to some guy that's not even in the same room.
But he knew why. That dude was just cutting
Nobody-
eyes and
he
shit.
didn't even
I was gonna
talk to you,
drag
bro.
his ass out of that fucking bar so fast and beat his black ass.
blacked out, Pete. Blacked out.
I don't. Yo, Sherrod fucking choked
we know.
motherfucker at the cellar. You know.
We know about Sherrod.
Yeah, but he deserved it.
Yeah. I'm always on the side of justice.
I can't.
So don't blame me for ass whooping.
I can't stand him sometimes. It's like, all right, you fucking 1980s.
We tread lightly around Sherrod. I know my place. But we asked Sherrod 10 times that day, what did this guy do? And he still can't tell us.
No, because that table, they just think they can say whatever the fuck they want.
No, this is from the other night.
But I like what he's on,
I don't fuck with that shit. I don't know you very well. And they just you sit at the table, they're like, hey, what's up, fucking idiot? And you're like, what?
I don't even know you.
Yeah, I've never hung out with you. I've never had a drink with you. I've never done anything with you.
So you've seen some of these guys outside? Over the years?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing.
I always check them right there if anybody trying to come.
We're talking about two different things.
Unless your name is Keith Robinson,
right?
You shouldn't be saying shit to anybody.
I agree.
We're talking about the back table at the comedy cellar.
That shit is fucked up.
I've gone away. I'm pretty awful.
Pete.
When I'm there, I can sit there. I love sitting there with Keith and being awful.
No, yeah, like that's when it's
only
fun
to people I know.
because Keith does it out of love. It's been known. It's like he's a legend there for doing that.
Right.
So like when you get bashed by him, it's like honorable. But when you're fucking just get in here and you're like, oh, this is the place to fuck around and shit on people. It's like I don't know you.
No, I don't know you from
I don't know you at all.
Jermaine, you're not funny enough.
But I will introduce myself to you, and you'll know
What
not
sucks
to do that
is
anymore.
Jermaine has some fucking good ones, man.
No,
Jermaine's great. Yeah, Jermaine's great.
Have you waited outside for people?
No, I don't wait outside. I could escort.
Right there.
I escort them outside.
In front of everybody.
Yeah,
You've escorted in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Like, we got to go talk.
Sherrod doesn't care. It's really admirable.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember one time where someone said?
got pissed.
You don't have to mention
Pete's got to pee.
He's on a different schedule now.
He's got to piss.
Crazy shit. I got to piss.
Carl's back.
Oh, fuck.
There he is.
Starstruck.
Starstruck, for real.
For real, huh?
Yeah.
That's hilarity.
We love Pete, and I'm glad he's doing well, but it's great that he's honest about it.
Dude.
Yeah.
So many people, they get sober or whatever. Like, it's great.
Yeah, the best way to solve a problem is to run toward it, man. And he ain't running away from it. It's admirable for a young dude like him to do that, so it's great.
Young, right? How old's Pete?
He's that old.
23, maybe?
Yeah, 24.
24 tops.
Got a long life ahead of him, man.
I was far away from doing too many drugs at 23.
23.
You weren't even started at 23, right?
No.
Unbelievable.
No, I might have had one like a fucking like
didn't
a
really
wine
party.
or something.
I always,
and was 19 and cried.
The young guys that get sober, I always go, how do you know? Because we're all in our early 20s getting all sorts of fucked up. Not in your case, you start a little later, but how do you know at 22
It's that
years
kind of
old?
money, though. With that kind of money at that age,
You got to get a handle on it.
You go fast real quick, man. You speed up real fast.
It's good that
When
he's
you
getting
see
a handle
everyone
on it.
else around here fucked up, doing all sorts of shit, I don't know how you step out of that and go, no, I know I got a problem.
Because sometimes the best thing to do is to get sober, then see people fucked up and be like, "This, holy shit, that was me." It's so gross. I can't.
Oh,
do
I
that
understand
anymore.
when you look back,
Oh,
but
right.
when you're in it, though,
right?
Where you're like, you're at a bar and everyone's passed out or whatever the fuck, and you're like, no, I know, I this is not for me.
You feel it. You can feel it in your bones. Yeah, you know when you're done.
Yeah, fuck that.
Most times, even if you continue doing it, you know when you were done.
By the way, I love Tony Robbins.
I do too. I love Tony, but I'm not fucking with Pete Davidson.
I'm gonna tell him that y'all love him. Pete, they said they love Tony Robbins as soon as you left the room. I love these facts.
I'm with Pete.
Love these facts.
I'm
They
with
love
Pete.
Tony Robbins.
I'm with Pete.
When Pete gets up to $500 million, then I'll go, fuck Tony Robbins.
He ain't gonna give you anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Now you're a rich dude.
I do all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes he lets me go to his house and feed the swans.
You should go to his house and cook because that's a disaster over there, bro.
Yeah, he's not the best.
The worst.
Mom's good though. Your sister's good. Everybody's all right,
she's
huh?
good. I just got her house and
Nice.
the cars.
You got her house.
Yeah.
That's a good boy.
Ricky told me.
son.
That's strong.
Ricky told me you bought an old man car though. He said he was busting your balls for buying
No,
it.
I I
bought a
bought
Mercedes,
myself an
I think.
S-Class, and then I gave it to her, and I took her little
okay.
she has a little
That makes
boxy
sense.
car.
But you gave her the big sedan.
Yeah, we bought her a mansion. We got a nice little Guido mansion in Staten Island.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's,
columns and everything.
Yeah, she's
a mob wife.
Fucking, chandelier.
Nice.
You live next to Renee on Mob Wives.
Fuck, I gotta take this. Fuck.
No, somebody's calling.
there goes Peter.
There you go.
Somebody's calling. Sally Baldwin.
Oh, sweating and leaving.
All right, so let's get back to. I love this Tony Robbins. I got to tell you. This
I know. I'm with Pete. I'm with Pete. I'm saying.
Trying to get me in a lot of fucking
Really?
trouble. with these-
I think Vic made it pretty clear that he didn't like Tony because as soon as Tony sat down, he goes, "Wow, your head's big."
Vic went right at him.
I was like, "What was that about?"
I thought you had a personal from like back in the day
No,
or something.
if this was the old West, he would be the guy riding into town on the elixir wagon.
You're right.
You know, and hey, ooh, here's what else. Look,
He have the big tooth like a Django.
Yeah, exactly.
But it gets to a point where you got
He's a
to
Roman
admire the
dentist.
guy's success. I
Oh,
mean,
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
we got a guy in the corner that was going to
Saved
cry in
his
front
life.
of him,
Saved his life. Right.
I think Tony
Exactly.
Robbins is fine.
walking on the fire, man.
Yeah.
5 times.
Four times.
What's the trick with the fire, though?
Run
Does anyone know for real? What's the trick?
If you keep moving, it ain't gonna burn you.
Is it
Yeah,
right?
exactly. If you
keep
keep it
moving.
moving.
Yeah, you don't
keep it moving.
linger.
Yeah.
Just walk quick.
Pretend you're walking on fire. That
I'm
would be the
gangster
thing to
though. I
pretend.
I moonwalk across. Slide my feet, they just burn.
You're doing nay-nay.
Smell like bacon.
Fucking
Do
dabbing.
a little mush, mush the tootsies in the middle.
I do the Tootsie Roll.
So you were walking really quick.
Yeah, you take about 10 steps through it, and
Did you feel the heat?
Absolutely.
Is it about 10
there's
feet
flames
long?
coming out of it. It's red hot.
holy shit.
Yeah.
You know,
It's about 10 feet long, the walk thing?
at least.
Yeah.
At least. And you got, you know, you're up there. Tony's in front of you. You know, and you just do it. You know, there's people behind you, and
You know
just,
what? I said we do this for the live show April 10th on the North Sterling
Yeah,
Round.
let's
I said
do
we do
it.
some live fire walking on April 10th.
We can handle this shit, right, Sherrod?
Let's do it, babe! Yeah!
Fucking crazy.
We're all doing it. Fans
Right in
can
the
do
street.
it. Yes.
Right in the street. We're doing a fire
Will you
walk.
take me from Facebook?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
And we're gonna,
E-Rock's going to let you do that.
and we're gonna try it out at Pop's
E-Rock.
Diner.
E-Rock's not coming.
E-Rock's not letting Opie do any fire
I think ain't
walking.
gonna be there.
How about a sweat lodge? Let's start with a sweat lodge first.
Oh, those people die too.
Have you done the sweat lodge?
Not yet.
Are you going to do the sweat lodge?
What's the big
I'll
deal
do
with
it.
the sweat lodge?
Let's do it. It's not even 6 o'clock. Let's get it in.
Let's get it in.
See that? He's ready.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do the meet and greet, though, in the lounge upstairs. We might even karaoke that.
That's fine.
Just free
I
and
like
have
that.
everybody come
Sure.
up in there after
That's
the show.
awesome.
After the show.
How much is your friend worth?
Couple million.
Couple mil?
What, 5 million?
Couple mil. He said he owns a bunch of property.
I know, nice.
It's in Jersey, though, so we don't know what that really means.
It's a North. You know you don't have for North.
It's Patterson.
Section 8? You put a bunch of Section 8s and kick niggas out? I know what you up to, motherfucker. I did the same thing in Baltimore. You're a dirty landlord. You
Right.
nigga.
Season 2 of The Wire.
Are you catching?
Those Section 8s, baby.
Are you catching up on your programs, Pete? You watching any good
I'm
TV
watching
shows?
so much shit. You know what I just saw? That was incredible. Both John Wicks.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah,
Yeah, the first one was dope. I saw the
first one is sick. It's like a spaghetti western. It's just
John
like
Wick with,
it's literally
Keanu Reeves
killing some people for like 2 hours.
Fuck! I
That
never saw
hotel that he stayed at was dope, too.
Oh, it's hilarious when they're like, "Hello," checking in, and he's like all bloody, and he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. They killed the chick in Central Park.
No, yeah, John Wick 1 and 2 are incredible. What else?
I gotta see 2. I didn't see 2 yet.
It looked like 90 tomatoes.
You watching the?
Yeah.
You were watching the old shows. I remember when you got turned on to the Sopranos.
Yeah, still
Wire.
checking on that all the time.
What about Narcos? You ever watch Narcos?
Yeah, the thing about Narcos is I know it's a great show. I've watched half the first season, but like I can't with the subtitles. I just read them and I don't watch the show.
Right.
And like I just can't do it.
That's
I know.
a skill.
Have you done that since you've been sober?
Skill.
Have you tried?
I haven't tried it.
See,
Maybe
I
I'll
was
be
gonna
able to
say,
do
now
it.
that you're sober, it might work.
You got to look
Turns
up
it
real
audible.
fast. You got to look up real fast.
Also, I heard a lot of people are like learning Spanish from it.
really?
Yeah, I heard it's been like
drug Spanish.
educational.
There you
Well,
go.
he's dead now, right?
Yeah.
So now they're gonna continue it, or
Well, no, they.
Oh, Christ.
There was only 2 seasons they got out of that, right?
Is it already?
God damn! I thought it was only 5 o'clock.
Here comes the Zamboni.
April 10th, baby, Village Underground.
We have to end on
show
time
live.
these days, Pete Davidson.
Opie show, stand-up show.
Sherrod put a little comedy show together.
You did?
The comics of this fine radio show. April 10th.
Monday night, April 10th. Me, Sherrod, Chris Stefano, Rich Voss, and Jim Florentine.
We all put it together.
I'll stop by.
You are welcome to stop by.
Yes.
Pete Davidson.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We don't need serious.
Nope.
Yeah, we don't need that at all.
I'll cut my
Petey.
time.
What is it?
We got some
ComedyCentral.com?
barbecue coming through,
Comedy
too.
Cellar.
Barbecue's coming?
ComedyCellar.com.
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
We're going to do
Did
it
I say
Southern style.
Central. You said Comedy
I just
Central.
panicked. Yeah, Comedy
it's
Cellar.
ComedyCellar.com.
The kids
for the
from
tickets.
Pete, the kids from Blue Smoke are coming and doing the food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
That's so barbecue and like.
The best Alabama white wings ever.
Yeah,
Ever,
I've had them over there. I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like-
I like the salt and pepper beef rib is one of my favorites.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Roland's already there waiting outside.
It's all going to be the April 10th.
Yeah, but we decide we're going to do a fire walk outside.
Yes, and the fireworks.
We're going to show Tony Robbins up.
I want you to invite him back, and I want to be here.
Yes.
That's the fight you
That's the
want.
fight I want. Pete versus Tony Robbins.
I like it. I like it.
What a weird beef that would be.
I like it.
On my Wikipedia, also has a beef with Tony Robbins.
I would laugh
That would be great.
I would laugh myself silly.
You should write that as a sketch. Just write it as a sketch.
Who needs a plug? Because they're going to fucking cut this thing
No,
off.
ComedyCellar.com. Come to the show April 10th.
SNL this Saturday.
ScarJo.
That's a big one.
And Carl, what do you got?
Marisa Time Specialties in Chatham.
Yes.
Pop's Diner.
Get out there, man.
Roland's Food Court.
All right.
I watched Pete's back. I'm so excited.
Oh, thanks.
We love you, Pete.
buddy.
Good to be back.
Pete Davidson, everyone. All right, and fuck Tony Robbins. See you tomorrow.